My son, keep my words and treasure up my commandments with you. Keep my commandments and live. Keep my teaching as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and call insight your intimate friend, to keep you from the forbidden woman, from the adulteress with her smooth words. For at the window of my house I have looked out through my lattice, and I have seen among the simple. I have perceived among the youths a young man lacking sense, passing along the street near her corner, taking the road to her house in the twilight and the evening, at the time of night and darkness. And behold, the woman meets him, dressed as a prostitute, wily of heart. She is loud and wayward. Her feet do not stay at home. Now in the street, now in the market, and at every corner she lies in wait. She seizes him and kisses him, and with bold face she says to him, I had to offer sacrifices, and today I have paid my vows. So now I have come out to meet you, to seek you eagerly, and I have found you. I have spread my couch with coverings, colored linens from Egyptian linen. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love till morning. Let us delight ourselves with love. For my husband is not at home. He is gone on a long journey. He took a bag of money with him. At full moon he will come home. With much seductive speech she persuades him. With her smooth talk she compels him. All at once he follows her, as an ox goes to the slaughter, or as a stag is caught fast till an arrow pierces its liver, as a bird rushes into a snare. He does not know that it will cost him his life. And now, O sons, listen to me, and be attentive to the words of my mouth. Let not your heart turn aside to her ways. Do not stray into her paths, for many a victim has she laid low, and all her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is the way to Sheol, going down to the chambers of death.
Salute, salute, and welcome to class, guys. Hit that like button on the check-in. That's how you pay your school tuition. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense, and we do not complicate that, guys. So what's up? What's up, y'all? We got a good old Saturday, guys. I
Right.
got my boy OK Izzy in the class.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, man? It's your boy, Mr. OKL, coming back at y'all boys again, once again. And I'm in the school this time. We not in the dean's office. Y'all stay tuned for another epic episode. Mr. Goodbread, I appreciate you for having me tonight.
No doubt, bro. You know, just like old days, you know what I mean? We got that old thing back. We brought that old thing back. You know what I mean? The truth is what it is. You know what I mean? The
That's
real
right.
is rare, but real is right.
That's
So
right. That's right. Shout out to the chat, by the way. They the real VIPs, man.
yeah, a question was brought to me. Question was brought to me today, and I was, you know how I do. I be strengthened with these modern women Liliths on social media on Facebook. You know what I mean? The land of the modern women Lilith, guys. So don't
Mm-hmm.
feel no way. Oh, don't feel no way. You know what I mean? It's a democratic society. It's a leftist agenda that's out there, and Facebook is one of their things. That's their things. These apps is their
Mm-hmm.
things. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're not winning, get the fuck up off they things. These that implemented for them. You know what I mean? Assistance from the public.
Well said, bro. Well said.
But in any event, so she asked me like why alpha male won't date a black woman or a single mother, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Beyond the obvious, like we done beat those talking points into the hole. You know what I mean? Like biblically, it ain't correct. It's not aligned with what our father teach, what we supposed to learn. It's not aligned with it because when they use this term black woman nowadays, they make it like if it's about the skin color. You know what I mean? It's a culture thing now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not all black women are foolish. Not all black women are ratchet. You know what I mean?
It's a fact. And I would even argue for her to ask that. Why wouldn't you date an average man? Why wouldn't you settle down with a man who makes 30 to 50K a year, which makes up the majority of men that we deal with today? They don't have an answer for that. I mean, they actually do got answers for that, and they try to make it seem like there's a logical reasoning behind it. But when it comes to us alpha males or competent males who don't want to deal with them, now it's all a big confusion. No, we ain't gonna play that game today, sis.
That's all right. And then speaking of another game they like to play with crayons. You know what I mean? You know, they like to play the colors game. You know what I mean? So
Right.
we're gonna
They
we're
like to
gonna
play with crayons, good.
they like to play with crayons. They like to play the colors game, man. So, you know, we're gonna debunk all that junk now. So
That's
let's
right.
get straight on into the content because I find it real sad that our black women no longer can be trusted with our food with that's the fabric. Like come on, sis. That's still a cheat code for us dudes. Like if you can
Right.
feed us, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. That's the saying. You keep our stomachs filled and our balls drained, and we straight. We real simple creatures, ladies. Like I don't understand how y'all fuck this thing up. You know what I mean? But let's get on into the first piece of content where these motherfuckers now, you see the thumbnail, guys, washer and fryer, where these niggas is washing collard greens in the tub and frying pork in the washing machine.
Happy
Let's
Thanksgiving.
you can't make this shit up, bro. And this is why I tell y'all when y'all go to these people's houses, you say your grace. You say your grace on your over your food, and you don't be eating from everybody. You know what I mean? That saying still go. Don't eat from everybody, yo. And it's sad. It used to be a time where black folks used to talk about white breads. I mean, our wheat breads used to get to talk about our white breads real greasy. Like they can't cook. Like I wouldn't eat from a white person's house. Like shit. But now, shit, there ain't no white people in this goddamn clips right here, man.
Right.
These are our peoples. I could tell by the motherfucking ceilings and by the tub. That's a project.
It's a
That's
fact. It's a fact. Ninja watchers hit that like button, hit the like button.
facts. Nasty motherfuckers, boy. Look at this shit here, yo. That's
Hold
a
on, what?
washing machine. Yeah, hold on, let me pause it. That's a washing machine, guys. Look at here. That's a washing machine. Yeah.
How was she frying it in there though?
She put the oil in there. She must have dumped the oil in there. I don't know what the fuck she doing. I don't listen.
What?
These people is very creative, yo. They are very creative. That's a damn good idea.
Hey man, at least you could survive with her in the apocalypse. Shit.
Yo.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, man. So like good, how did she get it to sizzle and all that?
That's what I'm yo, so we
Like,
gonna look at it again,
I'm
bro.
lost, man.
We
I'm
got bro.
lost.
You can't make this shit up, boy. You can't make this shit up, yo. And they expect us to be cool. Like this they task, this they God given
And,
task to feed us, to cook
and
and
you
clean.
man, you know
That
how
is
much
look at this shit, yo.
wow. You know how much
Yo,
particles and lint and all types of shit be inside the
yo,
fucking
you
washer?
cannot make it up, man.
They
Nasty.
man,
He's nasty. It ain't up. Yeah, hold on. We just warming it up tonight, yo.
This is how you make
Look
sure
at
you got the good eating.
if you don't get the
Look at that.
look at this
If you
shit.
don't clean your greens like this or your chitlins, then don't eat them.
And then you
what?
hear the hold on, man. Then do you hear the animation? Do you hear the son husband egging his mama on? You see, I would ask you, okay, who taught this nigga this? But she's digging in the motherfucking tub, washing the
This ain't her first time doing it.
green.
She looked like she experienced it all. She whipping that shit, man.
That's his mama, yo. Yeah, this is and
And
this
look
she
at the
teaching.
water. The shit is like white. Come on, man.
Let me play and listen to him though. Let it rock out, and then we'll come back and cut this shit up. Woo! Damn, these are raggedy bitches, yo,
Happy holidays, man.
and
Happy
simp niggas,
holidays.
and you niggas, these simp niggas ain't getting away. He condoned that shit. That's his mama. He in his mama house. See, living in your mama house.
Sad as fuck.
And they got the whole table.
This is how you make sure you got the good eating. Look at that. If you don't clean your greens like this or your chitlins, then don't eat them.
Are you serious, man?
They gotta be cleaned thoroughly. All the bugs and mud and dirt
Why
that's being
that
in
water
farms.
so
Look at all that.
damn white?
You talking about bugs and nigga, your stink ass be in that tub, boy. Talk about the bacteria in that tub already. Like you talking about bugs on the greens.
The fuck?
You can't make this shit up, boy. These niggas is disgusting, yo. And you go to these people's house eating and shit, go home sick. Yo, how you tell me? Yo, you go home sick as a motherfucker with food poisoning and wonder what you ate. You be
Right.
ready to blame it on McDonald's and shit. You forgot you ate from that nasty bitch house.
Right.
And it's a lot of you niggas, yo. Y'all be running around here acting all homeless and shit. Like, oh, miss, ma'am, auntie. Y'all eat from auntie. Anybody your auntie and shit. Anybody that give you something is your auntie. Stop doing that, youngin', yo. You fuck around and get yourself sick, poisoned. You know what I mean? Come on now.
It's ridiculous, man. I'm lost for words.
Look at all that shit cleaning. Thank you, mama, for putting in that work, child. Thanksgiving finna be off the heat.
You know what I'm? Thank you, mama. I told you. The son
Even
husband.
as a black queen mama, you always was a black queen mama. Thanks, Tupac.
This is how you make sure you got the good eating. Look at that. If
That's
you don't clean your
disgusting,
greens
man.
like this or your chitlins, then don't eat them. They gotta be cleaned thoroughly. All the bugs and mud and dirt that's being in farms. Look at all that. Look at all that shit cleaning. Thank you, mama, for putting in that work, child. Thanksgiving finna be off the heat. This is how you.
What the fuck, man?
Yo, bro, if I would have told you that, if I'd have tried to tell you that I saw some shit like that, you wouldn't even believe it, yo.
Can't make it up.
KDA say they doing their best believe.
You can't make it up.
They doing their best believe. Restaurants doing this and other stuff too, which is why we don't eat out. That's a fact, though, guys. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a great point, KDH, right? Like, cause restaurants is doing it like that. Cause why the fuck do she got so many collard greens? Like, man, who the fuck is you feeding? The Salvation Army? Like, why do you have that many collard greens that to where you need to clean them in the fucking tub? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
And
So I could imagine a restaurant who serve, you know what I mean, 30s at a time. God knows what kind of bucket they clean your shit.
cook your own food, guys. Cook your own food. Get used to that, man.
That's a fact, boy. This is crazy, yo. That was disgusting. Whoever ate at that lady house, they should sue her. They should sue her. They should sue her.
The whole family ate them, man.
Facts. Yeah, but anyway, shit like that is what perpetuate the stupid spirit in these women, the know-it-all spirit in our sisters, because again, those were two parents, you know what I mean? Son don't know no better. He's sitting there just egging the moms on where oh man, yo. The weakness in men, bro. The weakness in men. But anyway, let's get on to some content. You know what I mean? And let's get deep into the mind of the modern woman and see how they think and what they think, like what they need from us. You know what I mean? Let them speak. You know how we do over here. We let them talk.
Just like, shit so ghetto, shaking my freaking head. Black women love showing off how hood they is. Yeah, man. They on social media gonna expose all their nature, their whole nature, what they been doing behind closed doors.
And this is why we don't look at our sisters like how we supposed to look at our sisters in that light that they want us to look at them in.
Well,
like if they little angels and sweet, like they
dating
survivors like we survivors. But if they don't allow us to tell them something, then they just going to be looking stupid surviving.
to financially.
Let's listen to this.
Let me tell you why you need to start expecting men to financially compensate you for your time. I like 99% agree with this creator. I am team men pay, no 50-50 lifestyle. But here's why I think that specific mindset is harmful. Then you're making dating transactions.
All right, so then you're not 99% sure that you're not fucking with her shit. If you're
Right.
about to sit here and debunk her shit, then you're not nice. So you're already confusing, but go ahead and carry on.
I believe that men and women bring different things to the table, and one doing their thing should not make the other require compensation in return, because they should both be bringing value to the relationship. And besides, men have so much more value than money. So if a woman's
So you mad smart, yo. So what's with how you agree with
That's
her? You agree with
modern
her
delusion.
because they both girls.
Modern woman delusion. That's that sister code.
Yeah, because they both dummies. But she's actually an intelligent dummy, yo. Believe it or not. She know. She got a little game. She know what it is.
only benefit in spending time with you is by receiving financial compensation, then clearly that man does not have much to offer. If we don't want men to see sex as transactional and say to us, well, if I'm giving you a free meal, then I require sex as compensation, then we should not as women turn around and say, well, if I'm giving you my time and emotional capacity, then I require monetary compensation.
Hey, that's
not equivalent.
What's up, girl?
It ain't equivalent though.
Hey.
I like. Okay, I'm with what she's saying, but when it comes to men wanting to have sex with women, it ain't just the man paying. It could be the most sweetest, kindest guy you met. He's the one that seems like he's for you, and he still want to fuck, man.
That's automatic.
So it's not equivalent to what she's saying when she says a woman shouldn't require payment for her time. Your time is equivalent to his time, and if y'all have a good time, that's just what it is.
Yeah, see, you call it out, okay? Women don't like no responsibility. They don't want no. So this is where that plausible deniability comes into play. Like, oops, I fell on his dick.
Right.
Oops, I just fell on his dick. Like, cut it out, sis. Cut it out. It is what it is. We're not gonna play let's pretend with you. Relationships is financial, man. You do this, I do this. We're providers, you know what I mean? You get that part right, because we are naturally providers. Men are we're gonna provide. That's what we're built to do. You know what I mean? We're gonna do something with the points. But we ain't built and designed to provide for no raggedy rich, no chick that need to get her mind right.
Right. Though I agree with her on some of the points, I had to call that part out because I totally disagree with that.
Perfect call out. Spot on.
Say, well, if I'm giving you my time and emotional capacity, then I require monetary compensation.
Wait, what is emotional? What is that?
Right, that's this made up shit y'all feel like y'all giving somebody. We never asked y'all for that.
Yo, wait, emotional? Wait, hold on, I gotta play that motherfucker. Right. Hold on, no, she did. What the fuck she said? What is that?
Emotional what?
Women provide what? Oh, I didn't play the whole shit back now. Like, wait a minute, what? Yo, she tried to slide that shit in and then hit the stop button. Then wait, not you, bitch. This one.
Right.
Dating transactional. I believe that men and women bring different things to the table, and one doing their thing should not make the other require compensation in return, because they should both be bringing value to the relationship. And besides, men have so much more value than money. So if a woman's only...
That's a fact. We have mad value, more value than money. Now I'm following along word by word now.
Right.
You're a slickster.
And then, hold on, backtrack too. Men don't require money for transactions when it comes to dating. Women do, not men. All right, so it's not one party another. Women require that for men. Let's just put that in concrete right up.
We are not the same. We are not the same.
benefit in spending time with you is by receiving financial compensation, then clearly that man does not have much to offer. If we don't want men to see sex as transactional and say to us, well, if I'm giving you a free meal, then I require sex as compensation.
So, all right, you're figuring it out that the programming, the mainstream media, the guy that they're telling you to like, I mean, all he require is he give you some money and you give him some coochie.
Right.
You know what I mean? You figured
Right.
that part out.
The high value man.
No, that's not the high value man. She figured out the part of the Pookie. Let me play that back. She figured out Pookie's. She figured out Pookie hustle, yo. Listen to it
A
carefully.
lot of there's a few
she
high
figured
value
out.
men. I'll put a few high value men over there too now.
She put yeah, the tricks. She tricked, you know, the tricks. You know what I mean? Like these high value niggas ain't getting away. They Pookies too. They high value targets, bro. High value targets. Them niggas is Pookie. They got Pookie energy, bro. You know, goddamn well you shouldn't be simping.
That men and women bring different things to the table, and one doing their thing should not make the other require compensation in return, because they should both be bringing value to the relationship. And besides, men have so much more value than money. So if a woman's only benefit in spending time with you is by receiving financial compensation, then clearly that man does not have much to offer. If we don't want men to see sex as transactional and say to us,
she tried to spin it right there. That just means that bitch a hoe. Why not say what it is? It's not about the man not having much to offer. It's about you, bitch. All you want is money. So he gonna give you what you asking for. You don't require a lot.
Right. And you're trying to make it seem like your time is enough. Like as if he didn't give his time as well. He got to give up his time and his money.
And what I started the live with, man, these bitches think that they presence is a blessing. They think that sitting with them is the blessing in its own. Bitch, if I'm about to slap a bitch off a nigga pedestal for him.
You should have gave her the marigolds, man. She deserved the marigolds, man.
Can we work together, sis? Can you just try working with me, sis? Can we try work? I'll tell you something, and then you tell me something. Can we try that? What the fuck is wrong with these chicks, bro? Who taught them how to be stupid, yo?
Let them say it. It's gonna be society.
My mother taught me everything. My mother and my father. You know what I mean? Because when you catch them, you know, they be whole single mother raised, right? But when you catch them out there with some facts, they'll lie and eat crab legs in front and create this whole fantasy delusion. They'll have a whole Cosby family and believe them, knowing that it's online and ain't no way to verify or fact check that shit. These bitches think they slick, bro. Retarded. They retarded with the deflection, bro.
Yep.
Us, well, if I'm giving you a free meal, then I require sex as compensation, then we should not as women turn around and say, well, if I'm giving you my time and emotional capacity, then I require monetary compensation. Say, well, if I'm giving you my time and emotional capacity.
My time and emotional capacity. That's what she said. That she was slick. Wasn't gonna slide that one past. What the fuck is emotional capacity? What is that, miss? Because we can't tell y'all the truth. If that's what you're talking about, like we come to y'all and tell y'all what our pain is, y'all don't give a fuck about that. Y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't understand that. Yeah, that's not what y'all want. Y'all want niggas to be emotionally available so that y'all can do y'all okey doke shit. And we went over that a couple lives ago. How these bitches don't even understand to understand because they wasn't taught how to understand. And the person that was supposed to teach them, they never learned how to understand because the person that was supposed to teach them how to understand, yeah, we keep going and going and going. They hate us, okay? They hate us because they can't deliver the fuck shit on us. We don't operate in the gray area, okay? They hate us, bro.
Not at all. She's broken down already, man.
It's over. It's over. She way worse.
She started off talking about 99%. She agree with all of that, and then went with this modern woman spill.
She addicted to the bad boy. She addicted to what the programming is telling her to be addicted to. But biologically, and her female nature, and wanting to be lazy and wanting to be rolled out, like how the patriarch does for these females. Notice how all the laws are built to sit them up nice. All they gotta do is sit the fuck down and make a sandwich.
I
Or two.
want to know who told them their time is so valuable that they can use it like it's currency. Like somebody's supposed to owe them something for their time.
I don't know.
I don't know where that came from, man.
They
Who
moms, man.
taught
They
them
hell
that?
of a fucking mother. They hell of a fucking mother, bro. Are confused as hell, bro. Listen to her. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyeballs, though, y'all. Look at her eyeballs right there. She look crazy. These bitches is crazy, yo.
Then I require monetary compensation.
She slid that one in there.
Please stop letting hating men and women bully you out of.
Oh, here she go. Please stop letting hating men and women bully you out of wanting to go dig. That's what she's saying.
Finding and wanting to be with a rich man. There is literally no award for suffering. And being with a rich man is lit. Like, you're not stressed out. You can focus on yourself. You get to do one in a lifetime experiences. And worst case scenario, if you get played, at least you get a good return on your investment. Like,
You hear that?
I don't understand why you wouldn't. My problem with this is this man has to.
Wow, I need to find her TikTok so I could break her down for a host stage.
Yo, son. No, she
That's the
didn't.
elite host
No,
stage
she didn't,
breakdown
son.
right there.
No, she did not say what she said, son. She didn't say that shit. She didn't
Yes,
say
she
that
did.
shit.
But that was some high quality host stage shit.
Look at her nails. Look at the nails. Red flags, guys. You gotta understand these nail things is red flags. B. Bitches can't work like that. They don't do no work. Bitches that got nails on like that don't do no work, B.
Look like she did her nose
Please
too.
stop
She got a
letting
Michael
hating men
Jackson
and
nose.
women bully you out of finding and wanting to be with a rich man. There is literally no award for suffering. And being with a rich man is lit. Like, you're not stressed out. You can focus on yourself. You get to do one in a lifetime experiences. And worst case scenario, if you get played, at least you get a good return on your investment. Like,
I heard her. I heard her. I heard
If
her
you get
loud and
played,
clear,
you get
bro.
a good return on your investment. What the fuck does that mean, man?
You know what that mean, B? That's why they trapping dudes. That's why they out here worried about getting married and still trying to push this marriage shit, this fantasy and this marriage shit, B. It's a money grab, bro. Everybody got the money grab. It's the same template that they use everywhere to grab money. The church template, the every template, the donate to me, the donate to charity template.
And you heard that dummy. She said once in a lifetime situations dealing with these rich men. So you know that you ain't finna see these men anymore. You understand that your future does not consist of locking down a man. You just want the memories. That's it. You
Yeah,
expose yourself to be a 304.
yeah, but this would be the type of girl that went out there and got all of those degrees and all of that stuff and still playing the trapper man game and have a baby by a man that did not want it, or a man just have a baby by a man just so that she could use their last name hustle and take him to child support, get on assistance, go reach for the 80,000. You know that this is how they play that game, because at the end of the day, even with that diploma, they ain't gonna find no job that gonna give them the amount that government zaddy gonna give them and the amount to dig their ass up out of that debt. You know what I mean? So this is how they doing it. You know what I mean? It's like fuck the man's 52,000 a year. Fuck his 50, 60,000. I got this 80,000. But in order for me to get this 80,000, I can't fuck with the nigga. I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta report the nigga and fuck up the last name, sabotage the last name. At the end of the day, the only thing that gets fucked up is the child, the child's last name, bro.
Yep.
It's the child's last name. And see, that's why alpha males, we smart enough to understand this. We definitely not messing with no single mother, yo. I remember on the other live, Miss Goodbread checked me. I was telling her that how the the male lion, how he kill the babies and shit, but I wasn't being specific. I wasn't saying what babies. And she called it out like, no, you killed the step kids. You killed the pride, you know what I mean? But not your babies and shit. So, I mean, again, it's deep. It goes deep, bro. It goes deep. man. But these women, you got to stay away and clear these women. Like, you don't give these women the power. See, these women draw their power from simps. 5 simps equal 1 alpha male for these women, but also 5 simps equal about 4 CCs for the chick. So she ran through. So she has no use to you at the end of the day anyway. Shit crazy.
Precisely.
And this is how they end up becoming side chicks to rich niggas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they got a diploma, they got enough money, and they got the 80,000, so they're around rich dudes that got married, that's married and got wives and got families and got the same fairy tale that they thought they was gonna have, but they chose to do the career first. So now they up around these dudes, and these dudes, like all alpha males, will sleep with you, but that don't make you no high value female because we'll
Once in a
sleep with you.
lifetime, like she said, once in a lifetime experience.
Right. And that's where they go wrong at, because now you just a side chick to a rich nigga.
Mm-hmm. And that's all you ever be.
That's a fact.
I don't understand why you wouldn't. My problem with this man has presumed I've done nothing with my life, all because I said you should date a rich man one. In reality, I'm a double-barred attorney, but whatever, that doesn't matter. What matters is that men pick and choose when they believe in gender roles. So they believe in gender roles when it's time for you to take their last name and erase your entire lineage. They believe in gender roles when it's time for you to cook and clean and take care of the kids. But then they don't believe in gender roles when it's time to financially provide for you.
Let me help you out, sis. Us real men, alpha males, we don't play this checklist game. See, when you play this checklist game, you come off mad fake and phony. Like, what you're looking for. How about you be more natural and stop trying to plan your shit out all, you know what I mean? Be more natural. Live life naturally. That's how you meet people, you know what I mean? You try to control shit when you play the game the way you playing. And we gonna sniff that out and yo. We gonna pump
Right.
and dump and keep it moving because we see what you're trying to do, sis.
And
It's
that bitch
nothing
ain't
natural
slick.
about it.
That bitch ain't slick. She changed her language. First she said something about rich men, and now all of a sudden it's just men. No, let's keep that same language. Talk about the rich men and what they want. And I find it funny that these women do that all the time. Hypergamous as fuck, only deal with the top 20 or top 10% of men. But as soon as they get backlash, they want to talk about all men.
Yeah, but
Talk
see,
about all the little morals that men's supposed to have.
I think that's where they went, and because they got hype and they stuck their nose into the manosphere. And when Kevin Samuels was popping, and he got them all thinking that a man want a dummy. All rich niggas want a dummy. All high value niggas. First, he kind of confused what a high value man is, because he never really mentioned anything about the alpha male, because the alpha male is more high value than any high value man on the planet. Because a high value man is still a provider, a beta male provider. You know what I mean? An alpha male is not a beta male provider by any stretch of the imagination. You know what I mean? Don't get
Right.
it wrong. All men are providers, so you know what I mean, there's no way to duck that. I don't give a fuck how alpha you think you are, sigma, with all that. We are all providers. You know what I mean, we provide for self, we provide for others, we providers. You know what I mean? Just simp niggas just got a disease called simping, and they
Simp.
provide for the bitches.
No, that's a good segue though. Good segue.
Then suddenly I'm a leech. How does that make sense?
Because you
I'm
are.
gonna give you 3 questions to ask in order
Yo,
to figure out if
hold
he is
on.
a
Yeah,
provider.
am I bugging this bitch? Did she just do this? This is what she do for a living.
Keep that.
She just beg for a living. She complain and beg for a living, yo. She beg high value men for a living, bro. She done did 3 videos back to back, begging and crying.
Does he have a provider mentality? What the fuck does that mean, ma'am?
Word.
Provider
Facts, yo.
mentality, it ain't about the size of your wallet, by the way, man. A man could be making 75K a year and he has a provider mentality, which that ain't enough for you because you only looking for rich men. We gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep it in context. She only talking about these high value rich men or whatever the case is.
Yeah. Cause much like how the hell of a mothers, they don't care if their kids turn out to be motherfucking Jeffrey Dahmers. They don't care. As long as they need them, they feel satisfied and they feel complete. That's similar to how these women who be hunting for providers feel. Once they catch you, they don't care about you. They just know that, all right, I'm good. Like you heard what she said in the beginning. It's an escape plan. Like remember, marriage, all marriage is an exit plan for the females, a paid exit plan for the females, bro. Facts, bro. I don't know no high value man, alpha male, successful black man, black on white bread. None of them. I don't know no white person successful that kept their girl after they put them on a pedestal. You know what I mean? That's the quickest way to lose your girl. You know what I mean? And you figure it out. You figure out what you got to do from there. You know
She the type probably sell pussy for rent. I believe that.
She'll sell coochie for a wedding ring. She's a dummy.
Better mentality, because if he doesn't, next. So I had a really hard time dating, and contrary to popular belief, I feel like sometimes the more educated and successful you are as a woman, the harder it is. And that was exactly my life. Like, I'm smart, I'm educated, I have a doctorate, working on another, and just made so much money. But for whatever reason, I would go on dates with men and constantly be stuck in the provider role, and they were just taking from me. And I didn't really understand why. So I came up with these 3 questions to kind of be able to weed them out right away, because I did not have time to waste and I was running out of energy. And depending how these men would respond to these comments that I would make, I would be able to tell what their mentality was. So the first one was, I would say, I believe in traditional gender roles. Now, women like to quickly combat that with saying, oh, but if you could...
Get your ass out of here, man. You just lied, man. Stop it. Come on, man. How you believe in traditional gender roles and you the one bragging about your PhD, your doctorate, talking about you make your own money, oh, you provide and all that bullshit. Get the hell out of here, man.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds!
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one!
Facts.
Oh, facts.
Oh, facts, man.
Contribute, I'm down to equally contribute. Do not say that, okay? You don't need to give him a caveat. You're going to lower his expectations and see how he responds to primarily being the provider. Number 2, I would say I don't want my life to be primarily dictated by my career. That means I'm not trying to not see my kids and not see my man. So you're going to have to figure out how to retire me, because I'm not about to be at work and miss my entire life.
Wait.
What? What?
It's Jezebel, bro. Elijah,
you gotta retire the bitch.
Elijah, come get this bitch, bro.
Come on, man.
Come
on, man.
Look at that. That's Jezebel, bro. That's Jezebel, bro. That's Jezebel, bro.
Provider mentality. Y'all know what they mean now. Y'all know what that mean now, ain't it? Succubus.
That's what that is, yo.
Yo.
Worst case scenario, if you get played, at least you get a good return on your investment. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't. Number 3, I would say I want a partner who invests in me in every way. This meant I'm not trying to struggle by myself. So you're either going to have to put up or shut up. Seeing how these men would react to these comments would allow me to eliminate men who wanted to be provided for at a faster rate. And that is how I was able to meet my man.
So that's how you got your simp. That's how you met your simp then. Because the only nigga that you gonna see in your comments telling you something that you want to hear is a panda bear, a pandering monkey who want to fuck. And then there you go. You know what I mean? There
all
you
that
go.
Bragging. She was bragging about all these rich men and you get a good return on the investment. But you had to go on TikTok to fucking recruit somebody.
Word, yo. And then she gonna be looking, and then they wonder why they get what they get. And then 2 years down the line, they on social media talking about, cause I held him down. I supported him when he was down and ain't have nothing. Wait, man. But I thought you picked them at the highest value because, you know what I mean? That's how you pick. And then when you ask them what the support was, coochie. Bitch, where is your money? Where is your degrees? Where is all this bullshit you be
You gotta
talking about?
retire her, man.
Oh, these chicks is crazy, boy.
Shit.
Let's get on into the main event, man. Let's get on into the main event. But before we do that,
Shit.
man, let's talk to her, man.
You gotta
You
retire her, Mr. Goodbread.
know what I'm saying? Yo, this chick is a dummy, man. She's an absolute dummy, son.
I wonder who doing that.
Incredible, man. Incredible. But you know, guys, y'all know what we do over here, guys. Please do not confuse God and the spirit within you and the ability of you putting yourself first and putting God first. Don't confuse God and religion. We don't confuse God and religion. So don't you be a dummy either. All right, guys? This is what we do over here, y'all. This is what we do.
It's a fact.
So let's get into it, y'all. We got some scriptures of the day. So, okay, you know how we do. Let's kick it off like this.
Say
Hold on.
less, say less. Yeah, remove the little comment for me real quick. All right, Luke chapter 16, verse 13. No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money.
Oh wow, that's clear. That's clear as day, yo. Let's hear that
Mhm.
one more time.
No
Let's hear
problem.
that one more time. So we
Luke,
could spook the folks. So we could get the unholy folks and the demon time ones on out of here, man. Let's keep it real. Let's remove the gray area because that's why they hate us. Okay, fuck it.
let's
Shit.
do it. Let's do it. Luke chapter 16, verse 13. No servant can serve two masters.
You can't serve two masters, right? Because these niggas be putting bitches on a pedestal.
No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other,
So he gonna hate God, he gonna hate his father. He gonna hate the father, but he gonna love the coochie, the woman, the mother.
or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other.
Oh, so he just switched it up on us. So he just despise him. He won't hate him because hate is a harder word. So he'll just despise. You know how people, because God ain't real. He ain't real. How y'all believe in that? How y'all? Oh, because we separate religion and God. We know religion is all fucked up. They got some shit. They got some shit they need to work on. They tricking people. They gonna get it first. We know that. But the other they despise they self because they was all taught to hate themselves. So when you hate yourself, if God carved us in the image of him, you gonna automatically hate God. So this is why niggas is fucked up out here, right? Continue, my G.
Right, right. Or he will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money.
And that's what these
Think
niggas
about
out here doing, right? I put a post up about Balenciagos yesterday. I shook Facebook to the core, boy. I had the simps running out like roaches. And I mean, modern women, they stayed shut. They ain't know what the fuck was going on. These dumb bitches. But the simps knew what the fuck was. They knew what I was talking about. They knew what I was talking about. I was hitting heavy with the post too. Cause the alpha male, me, and the bitch know that I got a Miss Goodbread, right? Me and my white tee and some shoes off the table, off VIM table, or get your baby mother topless frying chicken
it.
in the crib for me and Miss Goodbread. Say we won't. Because that's the alpha male energy. Beta males got to do all this okey doke shit and run out there and get this clown costume and pay $600 for some stupid looking shoes, bro. I had one nigga jump in my comments over there on the YouTube comedy tab. Y'all go check it out. Y'all go bomb on him too. This motherfucker talking about he liked them shoes and he liked Skechers because I said these shits look like Skechers and shit. He said I like Skechers. They is comfortable and I said, did you like
I
the ones
remember
with the
that.
lights or the
The
ones with
little
the wheels?
you talking about the Balencis, the
Yeah, yeah,
Balenciagas,
yeah.
yeah.
This just look like
Yeah.
sketches, boy. These
Right.
like
I never
retard
liked that
shoes.
shit. I ain't never like all that bullshit, man. All that European fashion.
And shit crazy, boy. But anyway, that was the difference between the alpha and the beta, and niggas ain't like that shit. But you can't serve on God, yo. Y'all stop. Stay away from the money, man. Y'all stay away from that bullshit. Y'all stay away from that bullshit, yo.
In fact,
What's the next
keep
one,
it going.
man?
We got Galatians chapter 6, verse 1. Brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression,
Transgression. That should sound awfully familiar to what the fuck going on right now. Like all of this worldly crazy shit, right? Go on, man. like transgender, transgression, Go on though. I don't want
Right.
to put nothing in the book though. I just want you to read it, bro.
Oh, you got it. Transgression against the law. That's a sin. Brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression, you who are spiritual should restore him in the spirit of gentleness.
Oh, so we get to say something though.
Right.
We get to mention it. So all this, but y'all be judging people and y'all be bashing people.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression, you who are spiritual should restore him in a spirit of gentleness. Keep watch on yourself, lest you too be tempted.
Right. Right. Plain as day right there. Gray area removed.
I refuse to shoot. I got you. First John chapter 2, verses 18. Children, it is the last hour.
Hold on now. Hold on. Because this is a story right here that John was telling. So he's talking to the children and he's telling them what?
Children, it is the last hour. And as you have heard, the Antichrist is coming. So now many Antichrists have come.
Yeah.
Therefore, we know that it is the last hour.
Okay. So don't we got so many pagan symbolisms that's just crazy right now? Our little kids are being attacked in every single angle, ain't they?
That's a fact.
They got so many different role models telling them to do this, be this. You could do this, you could do that. Am I bugging? Are those not antichrist? Are those not symbols of everything the opposite of what God is telling us what to do?
Of course. Even in this red pill community, you got a lot of people that's using this space to be on that Lucifer spirit, which we talk about that all the time, good Brett. You know what I'm talking about, man.
This is why they hate us. They hate us, okay? Because we removed the gray area. You're not going to play with us. You're not going to play with us, bro. We ain't got time to be sitting here debating hours and upon hours and doing fucking 5-hour streams, debating bullshit, worldly shit. We can get to the answer, sir.
Right. Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who has no need to be ashamed, rightly handling the word of truth.
And that's what we do every day, y'all. Salute to the righteous fair. Salute to the chat. Salute to all the good bread, Joe. I love y'all to death. Let's get on. Let's get back to getting this work. Know what I mean? Word.
That's a fact. Stand in your righteousness, man. Don't be scared to, stand in your truth, man.
Exactly. You see that. No shame.
We live this. We don't do this only on YouTube. We do this outside of YouTube as well.
Yes, you know by now. We live that Bible. We live that scripture, bro. We live that scripture. We don't manipulate it. It's no way to manipulate it. It's black or white in that motherfucker. Ain't no gray area. Yeah, word. And if if it bothers you because I curse or because I'm not the most articulate person in the world, oh well, that's your fault, bro. He chose me. He chose me. I can't do nothing about that. He chose me. They hate us, okay? They hate us, bro. They hate us, bro.
Oh, I know that.
He chose us. He ain't choose them. They hate us, bro. All right, let's get back, man. And that was a great segue, yo. Cause guys, I take a lot from this man right here. For those of y'all that might not know him, he go by the name of Pastor Geno Jennings. And guys, yo, when I tell you he destroyed this single mother, modern woman. After he caught 2 for 1. He caught a 2 for 1. You know what I mean? 2 for 1. I had to bring it to the school. You know what I mean? I had to bring it to the school. Let's go. And you know what I mean? It follows everything we do here, guys. Y'all know what time it is.
Okay. Let's get in.
It's the Quincy Harris Morning Show with K Fox. K, I've been waiting for this. I've been like, this is like a dream come true.
Tell me why.
Yeah, I bet. Now, guys, I want y'all to keep in mind how it's a lot of simple forces. It's a lot of educated lames who don't speak up like how we speak up. These niggas is scared to death of women, right? So keep in mind, they'll try to use us. They'll try to use us, bro. They'll try to set us up with these modern black women just to get us to tell them and put them in their place while they sit there and eat the popcorn and watch the shit. You know what I mean? And watch the shit. Peep game.
Because we have Pastor Gino Jennings here. He's a pastor from Philadelphia. He's made headlines, but I'm hearing this message is not new to him. I'm gonna play 2 clips from Pastor Gino Jennings. This is Pastor Gino Jennings in one of his sermons.
In some church, flapping your ankle chains around, all on the choir, breasts hanging out, lips all red, nails painted red, purple, blue, green, long.
Look how he's squirming in the chair like if Gino is saying something that he never wanted to say in his life. Like, bro, can you please grow a backbone? This is the difference between 2 niggas, bro. This is a cane in the chair right there, and brother Jennings is able. This guy is all cap. He fronting right here. Know what I mean?
Right.
He fronting right here. And this is what the dudes do. It's dudes in the manosphere that do this. This is like Hafiz right here. He's like brother Hafiz. And them other dudes that want to pander to women. Like, they want to play ball with us because it's cool and it's what's popping and it's trending. This red pill shit. It's trending and shit. You know what I mean? So they want to play ball with us, but they moms, my mom's raised me better than that. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? The hell of a one? Let's get it, guys.
Like bird claws, all this fake hair, breast skin black, toenails painted with little fake diamonds in it. Your toes ain't rich, you're nothing but a prostitute.
Our phone number is 215-515-3481. Just to let people know, it's 215-515.
Look how he instigating, and look at Shorty. Keep your eye on Shorty over there. Modern woman, Miss Modern Woman, who are sit here and stunt. She'll fool the average dummy as a natural. She'll come off as a natural woman, you know what I mean, going soft. You know what I mean? She'll come off as that because she got the wild, raggedy hair. But she's a feminist woman, yo. She is all of a feminist woman, yo.
Just like
y'all need to stop entertaining these feminist matriarchal type women, bro.
Right. And he a feminist man. Look how he segued, tried to give him props in the beginning, then played the video. Like, you know, this the man, he know what he said. And now he's trying to put the phone number out. He getting it ready for that's all his ammo. He got the black woman right there across from him. He gonna have his he got his little ammo where he gonna try to shame him. Then he gonna have all his little callers and his audience try to shame him. I see how this shit gonna play out already.
He gonna catch him though. He gonna destroy him.
I see.
53481. That's. But we have more. This is more from Pastor Gino Jennings.
His wife out in the street looking like a prostitute. And you a holy woman or claim you's a Christian? Christian with skin tight pants, going to some church with the shape of your birth canal exposed in public and cheese all up the backside of your behind.
You can't even sit straight.
Gino Jennings here. How you doing, sir?
I'm very well. Thanks for having me.
And how you introduce my man?
Has it been misconstrued? It sounds a little harsh, wouldn't you say?
No, I wouldn't say.
Okay.
That's how you introduce my man.
No, I wouldn't say, sir. You fucking beta male. You hell of a son. You fucking hell of a son, yo. Yo, one more time, yo, for your mind. He hit him with the smile back too. Look, G.
Right. Give him that alpha smirk. Come on, man.
Here. How you doing, sir?
I'm very well. Thanks for having me.
Your message has been has it been misconstrued? It sounds a little harsh, wouldn't you say?
No, I wouldn't say.
Okay.
Basically, what someone did, they took an excerpt.
Okay.
About a 2 or 3 minute excerpt of a closing year service. But if someone would have heard the whole message, then they would have had clarity exactly what I was saying. What I was dealing with is the condition that the churches are in now. When I came up, I
Right, yo. And when we on social media, you know you only get X amount of characters to make your post. You know what I mean? I'm dead on with my post. Don't be trying to strength with me. You know what I mean? Come on over, watch a whole video so you'll get the gist of it. You'll understand what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Y'all you modern women to play their whole cards and you hell of a sons. Y'all play your whole hand. I know your whole life story just off a Facebook post because you get triggered and jump on there with all this deflection and this stupid shit. You know what I mean? When I'm only trying to help you, bro.
I was told that the church is supposed to be a light to the sinner. The church is not a light to the sinner. The sinner has become a light to the church. And this is why if you look at church today, church mimics the sinner. And a lot of sinners don't have no respect for a church because of that. Because when they go to the club and to the party, the same one that's in church is at the club. And this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Now, you say some stuff about women wearing, tight pants, and if they wear, claws,
bird claws.
Bird claws.
Yeah.
That they're was it were whores or prostitutes?
Both.
Again, if you listen at the whole message.
Okay.
You see Shorty in the background? She like both. Yeah.
She ad-libbing you could tell that he got her favor right now.
Yeah, he got in her bag.
Yeah.
She had her feelings.
It isn't because they wear it is what makes them a whore or prostitute. I'm dealing with the appearance.
Okay.
If you look at a prostitute or a stripper, someone in the church should not be looking like a stripper. You should be able to look at a church person and look at a stripper and not get them mixed and not get them mixed up as being the same thing.
Pastor Gino Jennings, do you have a favorite stripper here from Philadelphia?
Oh no, I don't deal with strippers.
Okay, all right.
But I came up in the hood.
Okay, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Huntington Park.
Okay.
And brother, in Huntington Park, everything walked the streets. So it isn't like what I'm speaking to have something that I haven't seen coming up. You can see the strippers and the prostitutes walking the streets, and you see sometimes people that go to church stop and picking them up. So the church is no longer a light to the sinner world. You can do the same thing in church as you do before you claim you're saved.
What about church starting from within and being non-judgmental about people that do want to find the word of God, but you're judging them from them?
There they go with that judging word.
Yep.
There they go. We went over that one. We went over that.
That's in Matthew, guys.
Yes, sir. If you doing some dumb shit, I'm gonna catch you. If you doing some dumb shit, I'm gonna catch you. I have
Don't
to.
judge me.
I have to. And it's all over the Bible. Jude 1:3, defend the faith. You see a sinner, you call it out. Just now we went over a verse that told us if you in your spirit, if you really spiritual about it, you got to say something.
I think it was in John.
Right.
John? Yeah.
Listen, man. They playing games.
Basically, whenever you tell someone about themselves, right away someone throw a judgmental card. If an individual is dressing inappropriately.
According to who?
According to morals and according to biblical principles. See, a lot of people.
I got it again. This is why I don't play. I go right to the Bible. I go right to the book. Like, you're not going to play with me, bro. You're not. Because all that is in here. Everything that we could do, anything, parenting, relationship, anything worldly is in this book. So we're not going to play dumb. Just read. I'll read it to you. Okay, got it.
People don't even know that the Bible even speaks of makeup. They'll say you're making it up. The Bible speaks of makeup. The Bible speaks of jewelry. The Bible speaks of modesty. So it isn't something that's made up. It's a true fact.
So I have on makeup. I have on lip gloss. So what would be your assessment of me as a woman?
My assessment wouldn't be anything, but
Right.
from a biblical perspective.
Exactly.
Facts. And this is what they don't understand. I don't give a fuck about you as the individual. We call out bad behavior. What I say in the
Right.
intro, we call out bad behavior. It's the behavior that
Right.
I can break down to the molecule. So you don't go getting individually and personally offended. Like if I attacked you, your name brand, I attack bad behavior. And if the shoe fit, then you can buy every single color, a matching belt, a hat, all that shit. Dead ass.
In the 4th chapter of the book of Jeremiah, it plainly states, when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou rentest thine face with paint and deck yourself with ornaments of gold, the scripture says, in vain do you make yourself fair. I don't believe from a biblical perspective that a woman have to wear makeup and fake hair to be beautiful. And this is one of my arguments. The women have been commercialized in such a way until they feel as though their hair is not good enough for them, so they want to buy some. The way God made them isn't good enough for them, so they want to put on lipstick and all this other thing. I'm a firm believer that God's creation is naturally beautiful. Beauty don't come in a box.
So that equates them to being a prostitute or a whore.
Now Pastor Gino Jennings, that's the most sensational.
It don't equate you to that. It don't equate you to that, but you sure are wearing that uniform.
Right.
See, it's funny how you're willing to defend them, but you're not willing to defend the word of God.
Facts. Got her. And it's similar to it's what feminism taught them, yo. It's the same thing. A girl will run out there in a lingerie piece and be talking about, oh, don't look at me, and then it'll go out there in a bikini and just be chilling and take pictures and shit like that. It's the same shit.
Right.
But I mean, what makes one the other? Like, shit crazy to me though, but again, it's feminism.
Right. Things that made you go viral. You saying, women, you look like whores, you look like prostitutes. Do you think those words were too harsh that you used?
No.
Okay.
Old folks.
yeah, he is so direct. And this simp enforcer is trying to get him to pander, and it's not working. He's not going. I know in Gino mind, he's like, look at this beta male bitch boy here, yo. As how BOA would say, this simp man gina. Look at this simp man gina here. God damn.
Crazy.
Used to say it this way. Mothers used to tell their daughters, don't go out here looking like Jezebel. Have you ever heard that statement?
Yes.
Do you know how the Bible describes Jezebel?
Please break it down for us.
In 2 Kings, the 9th chapter, the Bible speaks.
I'll do you one better. I'll bring her to life. Because you know how we do at the Goodbread School of Common Sense.
Right.
We are the truth for proof. So, Gino, we'll be right back, Gino. We'll be right back.
Right. We'll be back, bro.
we gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? Because pictures is worth 1,000 words, and I don't like reading. You know what I mean? I like seeing pictures and shit. You know what I mean? I like this show. Just tell me the story. For my long time guys, y'all been here for a while, so y'all seen this one before. But we're gonna break it down, yo. It's always good. You know what I mean? Repetition is how you learn. I mean, I ain't learned none of this shit like that the way I got it overnight. It went through repetition. So let's talk about Jezebel now. This is why he have every bit of right to talk about the modern woman and black women that want to run outside and be all promiscuous and whole face. How my boy OK said, it's the Jezebel spirit, guys. It's real.
Right.
You may have heard of the term Jezebel to describe a controlling woman, a woman of certain wickedness, spitefulness, and perhaps one who is promiscuous in nature. It's a reputation that the original Jezebel from the Old Testament would surely sustain since the inception of the text, given the way in which she manipulated her husband, murdered prophets, before swindling, scheming, and condemning those who would not follow her commands or accept her own god Baal as the one true God. Jezebel's story is scattered throughout the Book of Kings, but the beginning of her tale shows us that she is brought to the northern kingdom of Israel to marry King Ahab. Her father, Ethbaal, the king of Phoenicians, a group of people closest to the Israelites, were eager for Jezebel to marry into Ahab's kingdom so that their kingdoms could share resources, security, and establish a united front. In this sense, it seems clear that the relationship between Jezebel and Ahab were purely political, but the Old Testament makes no reference to the nature of their relationship.
You hear that, guys? political, guys. So you know it's politics, it's financial gains, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Same shit that the modern women are doing, the young Jezebels are doing now. Remember, don't confuse this spirit with the Lilith spirit. You know what I mean? The Lilith spirit is much more destructive, but don't this shit is equally as destructive, bro. You let this shit jump through your pee-pee hole by going raw on these bitches and see what happens to you, yo. Continue.
The main difference which separated the Phoenicians and the Israelites was the worship of gods. The Israelites primarily worshipped the one God who was known by the Hebrew name Yahweh, or Jehovah. Meanwhile, the Phoenicians were said to have a more varied range of gods to choose from, which were considered by the writers of the Old Testament to be the pagan gods. The most critical figure amongst these gods, at least in this story, is the god Baal, the god of fertility and agriculture.
Salute to my guy, Aviated Views. We working on a masterpiece. We gonna break down this bow joint. I'm gonna see if I can pull my guy to world class in on that one because he did a good piece on bow, and
Right.
we gonna get it rocking on bow. You know what I mean? We gonna do it. Work. But while we on Jezebel, guys, I want y'all to understand how strong this spirit is. This is the spirit that I have you out there buying them Balenciagos, buying cars, buying shit you really don't need with money you really don't have to impress bitches that really don't care.
Right.
When Jezebel is first brought to Israel to marry King Ahab, she brings her gods with her. While the Old Testament doesn't specify Ahab's reaction, it's clear that the gods, or at least Jezebel's commitment to the gods, has a profound effect on him. We are told that Ahab goes as far as to build a sanctuary for Baal in the heart of Israel, going on to worship him and seemingly abandon the worship of Jehovah. Known as a controlling, manipulative woman, it's possible that Jezebel had Ahab under her thumb from the very beginning, and that this worship of Baal wasn't of his own volition, but under the direction of his wife. Jezebel, of course, rejects Ahab's god Jehovah and remains true to her own gods, which in a sense shows another side to her, as she's
Right, you know what? You know the gods they worship. These Jezebel bitches worship money. Remember, you can't worship two gods.
Right.
Remember that go back to the intro, guys. You know we roll it out for you guys. We gonna remove the gray area all day over here. But they worship money, they worship attention, they worship anything other than God.
militant in her beliefs, non-conforming to societal expectations, and unyielding to any man in a time where men were the undisputed rulers.
Now you heard that? That's how real it is. She ain't gonna rule. She ain't gonna bow down to no man in the time that man was ruling. And we all know we built this shit. We built this shit so they could sit their little funky ass up and comfortable in it. And she gonna sit there and talk about what she not gonna do. That's a powerful woman.
Sorry.
Given how devoting the people of Israel were to God, it shows us how powerful Jezebel actually was. She was able to.
I'm a recant the psych, man. You can't say psych when these only fans accounts is filling up, boy. That's a powerful woman, bro. She got motherfuckers pretending to be their boyfriend. Like they niggas is paying to pretend to be girlfriends and boyfriends with these bitches. These niggas is paying for farts.
That
These
makes
niggas
sense.
is paying for
Mhm.
toe pictures, and these niggas is paying for all type of fetishes.
Okay, we put it that way, of course, you know.
Cool.
I
And it's
guess I was
great.
speaking anecdotally.
Yeah, I know, I get it, and that's because, like I always say, men are con ed. We the con ed. So if simp niggas is gonna be giving a con ed out, then they gonna be powerful. I mean, 1+1 make 2. They gonna be powerful. Simp niggas giving a con ed out. Men is powerful, and that's how they gain in power. That's how they gain in power.
Incorporate her own god Baal.
And I don't mind our sisters gaining power. It's not a race, but with that power, you need the knowledge. Because without the knowledge, then that power is going to be very destructive. A la what the fuck is going on? They raising these kids destructive. They destroying themselves. You put power in the wrong hands, and niggas usually earn their death. Straight like that.
Into society and render Jehovah nearly redundant. Her scheming and outright domination over Israel with the induction of Baal only further enhances the idea that Jezebel was indeed a bold and calculating woman. But not only this, as the tales go on, we see Jezebel denounce Jehovah and proclaim that Baal, a foreign god to the people, was in fact the one they should all be worshipping. Her impious ways are only further demonstrated.
She said, fuck the father, I'm gonna go worship government zaddy.
Yep.
Fuck the founding father, fuck the nigga that created me, I'm gonna go worship government zaddy.
Yep. Baal.
We see her order the killing of several prophets of Jehovah. It's clear by this point that Jezebel is a fierce woman who will stop at nothing to achieve her goal, the goal seemingly being to eradicate the name of Jehovah.
Yeah, you see how Cynthia G be getting these channels blocked and shit. Lilith G be on a warpath getting these prophets, because that's all we are. All we are is messengers of God, delivering his message and his order to the people. You see how Cynthia Lilith G be getting niggas got. It's the Jezebel spirit, guys. Just take the template and put it to real life and be 10 steps ahead and you'll be all right.
It's a fact.
As well as destroying any and all who defy her. She is clearly not shy of using the power that she has inherited out of her marriage, and some might say she takes more of a fundamental role as queen than her husband does as king. Not only is she thorough and brutal in the murdering of Jehovah's prophets, but she also uses royal resources to fund and support several hundred prophets of Baal.
Now I want you guys to think back real quick to what we just watched, how the girl and that simp and false nigga tried to gang up on Gino, the holy one, and make him believe in they God Baal, which is this money and this worldly shit and this whole feminism and this whole bullshit that men are equal, men and women are equal. Wow, Gino, he's standing in his true faith. Like, no, I ain't going. Peep game. Peep game. It's the Jezebel spirit, guys. Jezebel spirit, y'all.
It's understood that during this time of the story, with Jezebel's frightful influence, the people of Israel were torn as to who to worship. Baal was gaining popularity, and those who were in favor of Jehovah were fearful of incurring Jezebel's fury. It seemed that no one was strong enough, nor willing enough, to repel Jezebel's ideals for the nation. Until Elijah.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not more, just from this app on my phone. And
the prophet known as Elijah was concerned about the divide between Jehovah and Baal, especially with the presence of Jehovah now being overtaken. He took matters into his own hands and challenged the 850 prophets of Baal and the other pagan gods atop Mount Carmel. The challenge was fairly simple. Both Elijah and the prophets of Baal would provide a bull each to be sacrificed before their gods. Whoever's god could light their sacrifice in the most spectacular way would be.
All right, so now that you following, guys, you got Elijah, who's a prophet of God, the real God, and then you got these other niggas over there playing with Sky Zaddy. So now we gonna see who the real God is. Sky Zaddy the real God, or is the God the real God? That's what was going on here.
Be declared the more powerful god. 2 altars were set up, and the followers of Baal presented their bull. The prophets danced around the bull so as to appease their god. But after some time, Baal failed to show any sign of his presence at all. The prophets performed their rituals, sending prayers and in some accounts even turned to self-harming so as to draw their god out and accept the challenge. But Baal didn't show. When Elijah stepped forward,
Sky Zaddy never gonna show. All of y'all niggas sitting around here waiting for this government Sky Zaddy and then the church shit that the church got y'all worshiping and that shit, that nigga never coming, bro. He's never coming, bro.
Nope.
He's never coming, bro.
Forward with his bull, he merely asked Jehovah to show his power, and thus the sky roared, and the bull was consumed in a devastating blast of flame. It was clear.
The real God showed out, though. The real God showed out. He put on for his city. He put on. Yeah.
That Jehovah had won the contest by his demonstration of his power, especially given that Baal had remained silent. It's here we see an unremorseful and some might say dark side of Elijah, who spares none of the prophets. He has every single one of the over 800 prophets of Baal hunted down and slaughtered. You might say that this was a complete overkill, or perhaps that it makes Elijah just as bad as Jezebel in some respects, given that he had done just as she had. But you might also argue that Elijah committed this act of butchery out of revenge for the prophets of Jehovah that Jezebel had murdered. The Old Testament does not give way to Elijah's motivations for his mass murder of the Baal prophets, but needless to say, it irks Jezebel to the point that she...
And again, guys, like, y'all be trying to make God out to be some punk. Let me know when you get a person, when you get the devil in your cloths, in your grasp, you gotta do what Elijah did, bro. You can't then turn around and get back into your hell of a mother raised ways and start feeling sorry for the devil, bro. These bitches will eat you alive. Female nature will eat you alive. Satan, Lucifer, sis, that Lucifer spirit will eat you alive. So when you get a chance to cut the head off Lucifer, Satan, and motherfucking Lilith and Jezebel, you cut the head off.
orders Elijah's death. While the death of her prophets would have no doubt angered the queen, it is the consequences of their defeat which might have angered her more, where the people who had converted to Baal converted straight back to Jehovah after witnessing his power. As if this wasn't enough of an expression of his power, God then rewards them.
That's the dick riders, yo. Soon the door's gonna be flying open in the righteous fear, guys. And all my day ones, y'all gonna remember this day. Y'all gonna remember this live.
Mm-hmm.
Soon the righteous fear doors, School of Common Sense, the Dean office, gonna be flying open. It's gonna be all types of new people. Y'all gonna be like, shit, I hope Mr. Goodbread see my shit. Y'all ain't got to worry about it, yo. Day ones, y'all ain't even got to worry about it.
It's a fact.
You know what I mean? But watch. It's straight like that. Straight like that. You know what I mean? It's the consistency that's gonna win them over, guys. It's the consistency and the truth. And I mean, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep it going. You can't deny me. You can't deny the truth.
Elijah by sending him a downpour of rain, which ends a 3-year drought in the land. Essentially, this confrontation would spell the beginning of the end of Jezebel's rule and her indoctrination of the foreign god. As a result of this, Jezebel orders the death of Elijah, who, realizing the potency of her power, flees and goes into hiding.
Any female feel challenged. Any female feel challenged is gonna order your death, guys. Y'all already know. We touched on the John the Baptist story where the bitch told her daughter, I don't even know what kind of dance did the daughter do for the king, who was a father. But whatever dance she did, he granted her a wish, and the mother go and manipulate her to wish for the nigga John the Baptist had. All because he knew the scandal. He knew the scandal. He knew she was fucking the brother, the ex-brother, or some shit like that. Don't quote me on that, guys, but the story is very similar to this. It's sick, yo. It's sick, guys. And that just show you how evil and how single mothers manipulate their kid. It's in the Bible. So we're not gonna play dumb. Like, but fathers need to be in these kids' lives. Motherfucker, you know why the father not in these kids' lives. It's in the Bible. Mothers will manipulate the shit out of their kids and get a whole man killed. A man as strong and powerful as John the Baptist. Mind you, guys, John the Baptist was Jesus before Jesus. Jesus stole that man's swag. To be real with you. We're going to do that story. Truth with proof.
In some versions, we also see Jezebel establish herself as Elijah's equal, stating, "If you are Elijah, so I am Jezebel." Her meaning cannot be mistaken. Despite the loss of her prophets, she is inclined for revenge and is more than capable of delivering it. Elijah's hiding only helps to illustrate the magnitude of Jezebel's power and her potential to achieve all that she desires. Elijah fleeing has some implications. It shows us that God's protection over him is not absolute, and that maybe Elijah maintains some doubt as to God's plan, given that he flees in the first place.
Ain't even that, like, yo, even me from time to time, be like, yo, God, yo, I'm doing my thing for you. Check with him, but he a secretive person. So it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know if he got me or if he don't. I'm going to do what I got to do for him. And if he got me, he got me. If he don't, he don't. Then I die knowing that this motherfucker tricked me. You know what I mean? But other than that, shit got to be done. Don't worry about why I'm running, bro. I'm trying to stay alive, B. You seen what I just did? You seen what the fuck I just did? I'm out of here. I'm supposed to stay?
Arguably, you might say that God told Elijah to run, as this coincides with what he eventually intends. But nonetheless, it still implies that Elijah is afraid of Jezebel, or at least aware enough to know he cannot currently win against her.
All kinds of gifts, made for all kinds of giving.
Perfect timing. We got my guy RTS, RITS. My guy, what's your drink? I can't see your
That's good. You can say
IRTS TV.
You can say
I refuse to shoot.
Right, that's what it is. I refuse to shoot. It's back in the class. What's going on, my guy? It's always a pleasure. Thanks for coming back.
Appreciate you, my man. Yeah,
Move the comment for the Mr. Goodbread.
Hey, I just wanted to say this shit real quick, bro. And when I always hear this, bro, I heard it from Loaded Lex a long time ago. He said, "Ain't it evil to live backwards, bro?" And that shit stick with me. That shit stick with me for day in and day out. Feel me? So
Facts.
What you're sharing right now is real interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's real interesting.
That's what's up, man.
I want to ask y'all too, right, while I'm out here though, because we do talk about a lot of deceptive women. I think we need to show more about the women in the Bible who actually gave positivity, bro, a great view. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like there's a lot of in the Bible, bro. There's a lot of stories and pictations about men fighting men, women deceiving men, but we don't really give a lot of light, shed a lot of light to the women who are a positive thread in the sheet that who we are, which are men. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably because I'm late to coming to your channel, but it's like I don't see that happening though when I watch other channels as well though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So it's kind of difficult for me.
I got you. And that's what it is. I appreciate your energy, bro, because at least you ain't attacked me. But yeah, you're
There'll never be an attack.
because you're a little late because we touch on Abigail. We touch on Ruth, who was okay until she looked back and became salt. But
right.
I mean, we touch on the good woman in the Bible, and it's about 4 or 5 of them only, and they play integral parts in their king lives. And I mean, so we touch on that. We definitely touch on that. And in fact, what you doing tomorrow?
Nothing really. Nothing.
All right, so then link up with me. We're gonna link up and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a big one. We're gonna do a break. We're gonna do a breakdown because I also want to teach my guys when to let the women talk, bro. You gotta learn to let these women talk sometimes and not attack them, because you fuck around and lose a piece of your puzzle that you need to boop boop and move on without her. But you attack and you lump them all in one shoe. You know what I mean? We talk about that over here though, bro. We talk about that over here. They know. We know. We good breads.
Nah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's like all through YouTube, bro. All through YouTube, what I've been watching, bro. It's like yo, it's like
it's a money grab, bro.
Yeah. Like
keep the niggas dumb. Keep the niggas dumb.
Yo,
keep the niggas
like,
hating women. Let's keep all of the men, the MGTOW, the red pill. Let's keep everybody operating on hating women because it's making money. It got the algorithms janking right now.
I feel that.
YouTube love to hear it. YouTube don't want to hear no teaching. If I get on here and teach y'all niggas how to get some real bread, that YouTube will not push that video at all.
I watch a lot of videos, bro, where people are giving out jewels. I'm talking about dimes when it comes down to making income, and even bigging up the women who they're with, who help them out during their journey. And it's like you don't see the view count like that. It's only when you discriminate against your opposite gender is where everything start blowing up. And I'm just like, why is the algorithm pushing this so hard? You feel me? It's like the only way I see about it, the only way I see it as it's like, damn, bro, they need women now to be more independent and less and single just so they can make more money, bro. Because everybody knows, bro, single people spend a lot more money than married people, bro.
Yes, they do. That's the
You know what I'm
cloth.
saying? So it's like, dang, they gonna are we that broke? Is America is America in the world that broke, bro? That we gotta literally use divide and conquer tactics, bro, just to you know what I'm saying, just to
That's
make
well,
a
I
You
mean,
know
buck.
what it is?
that's been the name of the game.
But
That's
it's
been the name of the game for the longest.
But y'all, you know what it is too? It's us, yo. We're not pulling our weight as far as consumption to creating, as
Mm-hmm.
far as consuming and building. Us, like us black folks, we're not pulling our weight, men and women. Like not even pointing the finger. Collectively, we're so caught up and concerned with this gender war because we
Mm-hmm.
need to be though. That's no knock to the gender war because we got to get to a solution so we can figure out how we gonna work together, bro. Our hell of a mother did not program us to work together. Our hell of a mothers raised us off survival. You know what I mean? And that's what it's gonna come down to. That's what it's gonna come down to. But you right, bro. You right. You absolutely 100% right, man. But we gonna do that for tomorrow. We gonna say that for tomorrow. Today, we gonna get at these raggedy bitches because they is the majority. And that's what it is. That's what it is. They is the majority. And that's probably why it's only five really good woman in the Bible that I can make a whole 2 hour live on. Like
Right.
did marvelous joint. Shit. I know
And,
Abigail, if she didn't steal from her king and give it to the poor fighters, them niggas was coming to kill her and the family. So you know what I mean, shit like that is when a woman can override submission for her husband, especially if her husband is a dummy. You know what I mean? And shit like that, bro. You know what I mean? There's
you know
also a
what
story.
before you started, bro, you know how I like to look at it too now, bro, how you saying it. You're saying like they're the majority. But if we looking at it, like let's look at it logically, right? The
Mm-hmm.
To every man, there's about how many women? Three or four, right? Right,
Well,
three or
we talking
four
about in Western civilization
in general, in population itself.
in population. I believe and I know in America there's about 2 million more people than
So
women than men.
right, so this is like inevitable to happen, bro. You're gonna have way more hoes and more decent women. So the majority is always going to get the outcry. They're always going to get the main stage. But it's the people in the background. It's like that one girl there's that one girl out of seven women. The one girl that ain't a hoe. You feel me? In the background that's just hanging around nothing but hoes because she don't really have nowhere really, bro, to spread her wings, bro.
Yes, she
And
do.
actually,
I'm not gonna give
she
her no.
don't.
See,
She
promiscuity is at an all time high. Yes, she do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Promiscuous women are at an all-time high, right? So if it's at an all-time high and she's in the background having no choice but to disguise herself, right? Because
She got a choice,
she
family.
doesn't
It ain't
there's
no
always
no.
a choice. There's
I'm not
always
getting.
going to
Look,
be a choice.
I ain't finna give them that scapegoat. They have a
No, I'm
scapegoat.
not
They
giving them a
have a
scapegoat.
choice. It's not like
But
it's inevitable for them to just hang around nothing but thoughts.
No, I
but
think I
can we
see. I think
agree?
I see
Can we
I
agree?
think I see it though. Yeah, it's you
Can
see
we
not
agree
not
though?
all. See, like when I say like now I'm gonna say it not all right, but not all of the Jezebel. Like it's a mixture of it's a lot of things going on out here. Cause there's some women that's not promiscuous, but they're just miseducated. They're just
Mhm.
like they're still running off of the herd mind programming. I mean
Exactly my
that
point.
that's what it come down
Exactly
to.
my
It's like
point.
some
That's what I'm
women
getting at.
yeah, some women can't. Some women, if they get with the right dude, and
Hmm.
that dude know to banish her from her mother and the outside surroundings, then yeah, that apple can be saved, and she won't
Talk
bite
your
into the
shit.
apple. But like I said, the majority of them is devils. But that's what I did. I confused it when I said the majority of them is raggedy. All right, no, the majority of them is miseducated. Now, a portion of the miseducated is raggedy bitches, and that's
Mm-hmm.
what we talking about tonight. We talking about the portion of misguided 80% black women who are raggedy.
Right.
And you know,
Majority rules.
but you know, but when we look at it, right, going from the stands of the Bible, look at Sodom and Gomorrah,
Right.
right? In Sodom and Gomorrah, it's a great teaching teaching point from what you're talking about right now.
Yep.
When sometimes you cannot save the majority.
Yep.
Because in Sodom, remember now,
yep,
they tried.
He Abraham,
They
myself,
tried.
I bargained with God. I stood up to God, and I really like bargained with him. Like, nah, give me 10, give me 15, give me, and he kept going with me. He knew damn well it wasn't gonna be whatever I asked him for, but he let me rock. He gave me some wiggle room with him.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm just sitting here and I'm listening to it. I'm just like, it's the same concept when I hear you saying, the majority of these bitches are raggedy, and you can't save the majority. You can't. It's not gonna happen, because if we're looking at women move like a herd. Women move like a motherfucking herd, bro.
Yeah.
Look, bro. Let's be for real. People in general are stupid, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not taking it away. People are stupid, bro.
That's a
You feel
fact.
me?
It's
I'm not
miseducated.
holding back on nobody. But
it's blind
you have to-
ignorance. Everybody's
Exactly, and it's-
operating off of secondhand information that hasn't been experienced to be facts.
Exactly, bro.
Right.
And it's funny to me, bro. It's funny to me when I see here and I go on YouTube and I'm sitting here, bro, and I'm seeing the blind motherfucking inform the blind about stupid shit. Like, it's just complete stupid, bro.
Yeah.
And I just sit back, I'm laughing, I'm like, yo, they really eating, and some of the women they just be eating it up. And they're gonna eat it up. They're gonna eat it up for that certain amount of time, and then tomorrow they're gonna go to the club. The music gonna get right back in their ears because they don't understand frequencies and how radio frequencies work. Next thing you know, their brain just snap right back into stupidity again. They just forget everything that they ever heard. They're like a zebra they're like a whole bunch of zebras, bro, who went into a pond and the pond dried up and they just found another one. They don't realize that shit can happen once again if you don't know how to preserve it. You know what I'm saying? And
That's a fact.
It's amazing. It amazes me, bro, how many people are living in delusion and stupidity. Like, they don't want to be fucking. They don't want to be knowledgeable, bro.
They don't want to be educated, man. They just want to be entertained, yo. But let's get it back. Let's get back to the Jezebel story, man. So we got Gino. We got Gino on the way.
Yeah, we still got Gino. Yeah,
we still got Gino.
Around this time, we learn that King Ahab is taking things a little less seriously at home in his kingdom. He notices that
not for nothing, not to cut it off again, but this shit, the Jezebel and Ahab story kind of remind me of Biden and this chick Carmela. It's I swear, yo, the vice president and our weak ass king, yo.
A neighbor of his named Naboth is tending to a beautiful vineyard nearby. Upon seeing this vineyard, King Ahab wishes to own it for himself and proceeds to offer Naboth a great deal of money for it. But Naboth explains that the vineyard is something of a family heirloom, passed down from generations after having been gifted it from God himself. He claims that he can never part with it, not for any amount of money. Even as Ahab promises Naboth a bigger vineyard to tend to, Naboth declines. King Ahab proceeds to sulk. He enters a depression at not being able to obtain the vineyard and refuses to eat. He locks himself away in his bedroom and lays down, unwilling to do anything except pine over the vineyard that he knows he cannot have.
That's similar to how these hell of a sons who weren't taught how to be resilient, how they go sign up for a job, get rejected, or they go try to get a girl, get rejected, and they end up in their mom's basement just curled up just like that, like stuck at life, you know what I mean? The loser spirit, you know what I mean? The King Ahab spirit. You know what I mean? You want to be the king, you groomed to be the king, but you weak. You don't have the knowledge, you don't have the heart, you know what I mean? The know-how.
The king's subjects alert Jezebel as to her husband's sadness, and it's on this occasion we see the dynamic of their relationship deepen. You might say that Jezebel acts with compassion as she speaks to Ahab, telling him that he is a king and that he can have whatever he wants, even the vineyard, which she promises to obtain for him. However, it's more likely that Jezebel is using this scenario to facilitate her own wicked ways as she schemes to obtain the vineyard. Jezebel enlists a few shady characters to create an elaborate ruse in order to frame Naboth for crimes against the king and God. She has this group publicly accused Naboth of blasphemy and treason, which soon gains enough traction that everyone soon believes in Naboth.
Now see, modern women, they'll do something for you. They'll do something for you, but you best believe they getting the biggest reward for that doing for you out the end of the picture. They'll do for you. And you know they're gonna push it up in your face to let you know what they did for you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is why it's important that you be able to maintain yourself, guys. Take care and provide for yourself. Once you start having a female provide for you, she gonna control you. This is another reason why alpha males, we stay away from them PhD women. You know what I mean? Because it's impossible for them to be submissive to you when, you know what I mean, they make a little bit more money than you. You know what I mean? Remember, you can be an alpha male and only make $32,000 a year, bro. That don't mean that you not alpha. Money do not make you high value, bro. Your ability to create, and I mean your ability to adapt to environments, your ability to remain emotional intelligent, that makes you value. That brings value to a man. You know what I mean?
Naboth's supposed guilt. Jezebel demands that Naboth is stoned to death, and just like that, Naboth is quickly carried away and brutally murdered. As promised, Jezebel delivers the vineyard to King Ahab, which again shows the difference in power between the two. Ahab was not able to obtain the vineyard, and despite being a king, was not willing to exercise his power to obtain it by force. Jezebel, however, had no qualms with obtaining the vineyard, and the way in which she did shows that unlike Ahab, she will stop at nothing, whether morally wrong or not, to obtain her goal.
Yep.
This event appears to...
You know, okay, they bold. These some bold females, yo. Salute to my guy, Kings of Dreams. What's going on? Passport bros in the house, stand up.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean? Word, yo. You see, she bold, man. This a bold one. And we know we got some bold Jezebel women. Bold Jezebel women. All Jezebels are bold. They stand outside on that cold, risk their lives. We saw how many women we interviewed that tell you how they got shot with BB guns and this and that. And these bitches go right back out there. Bold.
spur on Jehovah to speak to Elijah, who is still in hiding. He tells Elijah the way Ahab will die, and that the same dogs who licked up the blood of Naboth will lick up his blood as well. When Elijah confronts King Ahab, he tells him of God's message and goes on to predict that Jezebel will die, consumed by dogs, and that every family member of Ahab will die as well, ending his legacy. So struck by Elijah's warning, Ahab melts with fear and proceeds to repent to Jehovah. During this time, Elijah is led to a man named Elijah.
You see, nigga, he saved himself. He saved his soul. He saved his soul. This nigga said he doubled back. He doubled down like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna repent. Fuck that. Yeah. Shit ain't been right anyway following this bitch. Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
Elisha, a man in which God instructs Elijah to adopt as his disciple. Elisha would soon become the prophet in Elijah's place after Elijah is taken up by the heavens. Years later, a war breaks out, and King Ahab is killed by a stray arrow. It's understood that as he bled out, dogs did indeed feast on his blood, though that there were also pigs present, and that they also licked his blood, marking him as unclean to the Israelites, who abstained from the consumption of pork. It is Ahab and Jezebel's son Joram who assumes the throne in the wake of his father's death. But Joram's rule is not as undisputed as one might think. The prophet Elisha crowns Jehu, the military commander of Joram, as king, and tasks Jehu with the eradication of Ahab's house, as God had prophesied through Elijah. Both King Joram and Jehu encounter one another on the battlefield in the days leading up to the destruction of the house of Ahab, where Jehu kills Joram. It's during this encounter, funnily enough, that Jezebel earns her reputation for being a witch and a whore. Jezebel is often connected with promiscuity, and yet we don't see any examples of her sexual desires, whether in the form of lust for men or otherwise. The only mention that appears in some versions of the Old Testament is here, in the confrontation between Joram and Jehu, where...
Right. You guys be simping And these chicks don't ever be trying to give you the box. These chicks not designed to give you the box. They not real sexual creatures. They know how to make they self look sexual to get your money. But they operate, guys, on what we talk about over here. What we talk about faithfully over here, guys, all the time. They operate on mental slavery. Okay, you want to do that?
I got you. I got you. Mental slavery is the worst form of slavery. It gives you the illusion of freedom, makes you trust, love, and defend your oppressor while making an enemy of those who are trying to free you and open your eyes.
And that's a fact, guys. Like I said, all we are is messengers. You know what I mean? We deliverers of the truth. You know what I mean? You could sit there and try to fight it. You could try to do all that, spend all that energy on trying to debunk something that has been proven time after time. Or you could take half that and just fix yourself, interpret the information. You know what I mean? Understand that it's sheer entertainment because it's not about you personally until you make it about you. You know what I mean? That's fellas and ladies included. You know what I mean?
Joram asks Jehu, "Is all well?" To which Jehu replies, "How can all be well as long as your mother Jezebel carries on her countless whoredoms and sorceries?" While it's never really mentioned explicitly in the Old Testament, Jezebel's status as a harlot, or at least an adulterer, is certainly implied.
So the fun thing with the serpent
YouTube
is
trying to make
how does
their
the
money
serpent
tonight.
and not only that, but why
YouTube
is the
say, yeah,
serpent
this stream
punishing
drinking.
to crawl on?
We finally see Jezebel once more in the Old Testament, where she appears in her upper window to stare down at Jehu with the blood of her son on his hands. Jezebel does not try to...
That's a fact, yo. She thought she was going to finesse her way out of an ass whipping. She thought she was going to beautify herself into sparing her life. You know what I mean, guys? Ain't that some shit right there?
to flee, however, but stands firm and perhaps even proud as she acknowledges her enemy in a calm manner. She is described as having painted her face and dressed her hair, indicating that she made the effort to look the best that she could in the face of her imminent death, a final show of strength perhaps, and a stubbornness to die as a weak woman, but instead, a woman who stared death in the face and didn't blink.
Now, y'all know these chicks is going to hold them crabs' legs to the grave. They going to cover that cat box. They ain't going to let it expose. They going to use the kids to cover it. They going to use these simping forces to cover it. But they taking them crab leg shells and all that shame and guilt to the grave. They will never just let it go with some truth and breathe. Nope. They ain't do nothing wrong. Remember, we live in a society who forced us to be accountable as men. We are forced to be accountable, bro. You know what I mean? We are forced to be accountable. We have no choice. And all the while they're forcing us to be accountable, they allowed them to be victims, to be little victims. They even give them cute little narratives to run with. The man deadbeat, the man of deadbeat, men of deadbeat, men of this, men of dogs. Oh, how ironic that we say men are dogs. How ironic that we say men are dogs.
Other accounts imply that Jezebel had dressed herself up as a means to seduce Jehu from the window in an effort to save her own life. If this is the case, it shows Jezebel's tenacity once more, that she is able to cut her ties to her former husband and all of her subjects, if only to live a moment more, even if it is as Jehu's lover. She is not modest in her defeat though, as she proceeds.
Bitch was gonna monkey branch. She was gonna monkey branch. She thought that she could fuck her way out of this one.
To taunt Jehu, denouncing him as a murderer of his master and her son. But Jehu doesn't rise to her mocking, and instead looks to her eunuch servants in the window. He simply asks them to cast Jezebel down from the window. Knowing that they were at Jehu's mercy, the eunuchs betray Jezebel and throw her from the window. It's told that her blood sprayed the walls as she hit the ground, and that her blood also sprayed the horses, which trampled over her, leaving the wicked, impious queen as nothing more than a twisted, ruined corpse.
Yeah, that's why they fucking come back and cut y'all hair and wear it. That's why they take it out on y'all horses. That's why they stole y'all hair and y'all stance and y'all
Hey,
mouth.
yo, I ain't gonna lie. Before you start, bro, the biggest mistake we could have ever done, bro, was call out women's queens and princesses, bro.
Right.
Kid you not, bro.
Right.
I don't see queens and princesses, bro, never being more strong, bro, than a woman that was out there in the field working, bro, with her husband to preserve what the fuck needed to be preserved for the winter, bro. You
That's a
feel me?
fact.
All these stories that you hear, majority of these stories that you hearing, bro, are about queens, bro, about manipulative queens, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
Power
queens
in the
have
wrong hands.
Queens didn't have nothing to do but sit there and try to learn how to deceive and gain more power over the man because they were jealous, bro. And when you have a whole bunch of women, bro, who have this mindset of being princesses turning into queens, all they have are deceptive ways of trying to learn how to be more powerful than the men who gave them a string of power. And it's sad, bro. Women should be out there working just like men, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say because they need to learn accountability. If they cut their goddamn finger, just like how a man cut his finger, they should know how to bandage that bitch up too.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a
That's the
fact. Yo,
one problem. That's the one problem I see that we did, bro. And what we did was we created a comfortable fucking environment for women. And the only reason why we did that is because men got blind to power and wanted to fight each other rather than learning how to work with each other. Too goddamn masculine and all this bullshit. But you don't want harmony. Niggas want power. That shit is so fucking backwards. I continue to say, bro, it's evil to live backwards, bro.
it is evil to live backwards, boy.
Jehu celebrated his victory by drinking and feasting, but he did not forget Jezebel's corpse. He asked for her to be buried, given that she was a queen, and that even she deserved to have some modesty in death. However, when his men went to retrieve her body to bury it, they found nothing but her skull, her feet, and her hands. It appeared that the dogs had manifested and feasted.
Exactly. The great dogs ate her. The dogs ate her. You know how ironic is that they love doggish men. They give their body to doggish men and then complain about it. How ironic is that they call men dogs? And the promiscuous one herself, the queen of whoredom, died getting ate by dogs.
On her flesh, devouring.
And then we got our great Kevin Samuels who said they're gonna die alone with a dog. How ironic is that?
Almost every inch of her, just as Elijah had once predicted. Let me know if you enjoyed today's video and who you'd like to see next.
All right, guys, let's get back to my guy Gino. That was a great, quick little breakdown. One of the quickest breakdowns I could find of Jezebel, who Gino was talking about, and why Gino go hard on these Jezebel women running around.
Women, you look like whores. You look like prostitutes. Do you think those words were too harsh that you used?
No.
Okay.
Old folks used to say it this way. Mothers used to tell their daughters, don't go out here looking like Jezebel. Have you ever heard that statement?
Yes.
Do you know how the Bible describes Jezebel?
Please break it down for us.
In 2 Kings, the 9th chapter, the Bible speaks about Jezebel. She painted her face. It was a certain attire. In the book of Proverbs, it clearly is distinguished between, it says, the attire of a harlot. But then in the New Testament, in the book of Timothy, it talks about women adorning yourselves in modest apparel. There is a difference between the attire of a harlot and modest apparel. There's nothing modest about a woman in the street, half naked. These leggings that women wear, they wear them to church.
Doesn't church also say come as you are?
No. The Bible ain't.
Look at this sucker shit. Look at this simping for saying this. They're going to say everything we know down to except for your mama black. They ain't say your mama black. But all the little talking points that the little triggered folks use when they get triggered and hear something that go against their feel-good Kool-Aid, you know what I mean? Watch.
Never said that.
No, I'm just saying, as a church, as you know, don't you want people to come as they are
Yes.
right now?
Yes,
Say
they
if
do.
they're trying to change their life, and they have makeup on and they have tights on.
We
Can
welcome
go
them.
like this?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, we welcome. But when you come as you are, that doesn't mean that you stay as you are.
No, we didn't say that.
But see, this is what I'm saying. Churches today,
Because they know we ain't say that. You did though. You did. You ain't say you was coming as you are and then looking to change. You just wanted to throw that little vague statement out but didn't you say to come as you are to try to trick a nigga? Like, stop playing games, bro. Niggas don't play with your life. These niggas out here playing with their life. Like, you got to take some shit serious, and life is one of those things you got to take serious, bro.
it isn't just come as you are. It's stay as you are. You can go into any church, practically 99.9 of churches, and you will see more naked females. Our brothers got their pants hanging down, showing their underwear. This is church. This is what church has become now. Okay. So it should be
right. But y'all want to rock with this. But you said come as you are. You said come as you are. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. So that gives you the right to just bring that worldly shit in a place that God says supposed to be the holiest. Come on now. They done turned that church shit, which is don't confuse God and religion. Religion and church go together. Church and religion go together. But there is a God, a real God. Sky Zaddy, church, religion, that's all that shit. That's that package deal right there.
difference between what you wear in the street and clubbing and partying and what you wear in church. So society says it's normal just to be naked. It's normal to look that way. No, it is not.
We have Pastor Gino Jennings here. Would you like to talk to him? He thinks you're a prostitute. He thinks you're a whore. Give him a call, 215-515.
Yo, why would he say that? Yo, he didn't say none of those things, bro.
Devil's advocate, bro.
Yo, he didn't say none of those things, right?
Not one bit.
Yo, he gonna talk, and he gonna direct this conversation to the listener, the caller, and say he's calling you a prostitute.
That's
Wow.
that dark psychology shit, bro. It's insinuation, bro. That
Temp
dark psychology
enforcement.
shit. Yeah.
3481. That's 215-515-3481. I think sometimes some of the words you use are a little harsh. You got to reach the people the way you got to reach them. But how can you reach people if you want them to change?
Well, let me say this. I must say,
that's the weakest line. People don't ask me no questions, bro. You know what I mean? When it comes to that type shit right there. Ask a question, but don't ask me a question about a question, bro. Ask a question.
I wonder when life ever take it light on you, bro. When you need to change, bro. When does it take it light on you? Life itself never takes it light on you, bro. It's gonna show you, and it's gonna teach you the hard way. You're gonna have a hard lesson.
Harsh. He said, men should not use words like that. For real.
Some criticize my language, but the language I'm using is in the Bible. The Bible says, do not prostitute thine daughter to cause her to be a whore. I didn't say anything that's not in the Bible.
We have Pastor Gino Jennings here, right here on the Quincy Harris Morning Show with K Fox. Keep it locked. It is 8:14. We'll take your calls coming up next. We have Pastor Gino Jennings in here. It's the Quincy Harris Morning Show with K Fox. It is 8:24. K.
Yeah, I have a few questions for Pastor.
People are calling right now.
Okay.
215-515-3481. 215-515-3481. People have questions. I believe we have Gina from North Philly. What is your question? What do you have to say to Pastor Jennings?
I'm sorry, it was Teresa. I thought you already did it.
It's just supposed to be as example, my example, right?
Yes.
However, there are ways to approach the situation. You are really, really harsh But I understand. I understand because, you know, the Bible does say it's going to be a great falling away from the church. A lot of people have fell away because of the way people are acting in the church and looking and dressing, you know, doing all kinds of things. Even pastors themselves are going the wrong route, you know, doing worldly and ungodly things. And still come to church and preach on that pulpit. And that's supposed to be sacred. That's God's sanctuary. Mm-hmm. That's holy ground. You know what I mean? That's supposed to be holy ground. So you're not wrong. And I take my hat off to you and I say kudos. Keep on leading by example.
We have Tino from North Philly. You actually attend Pastor Gino's church, correct?
Yes, I do. And it is nothing the pastor says that's not in the Bible. And it's the
And that's salute to my girl Posh Williams, yo. She sound like Sister Posh right now, defending Mr. Goodbread, yo. She sound like Sister Posh defending Mr. Goodbread because this how it be. This how it be. I'm harsh. I don't give a fuck. I know I'm harsh. I'm extra. I'm more extra than Gino because Gino telling you, he calling y'all shit that God called y'all in the Bible. I'm calling y'all what y'all call each other in the world. Yeah. 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 And I know that. I know I'm not supposed to. But like I told y'all yesterday, I work for God different. My task for God is different from your task. And I go hard for God. So, you know what I mean? If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I can live with that. Let me live with that. But you gonna get this work, bitch.
strict language that he used that brought me to his attention about 15 years ago. I don't need my religion sugar-coated. I need to meet my maker knowing what I need to know about how to be acceptable in his eyes. I don't want scripture redone. And this is why I left a lot of other churches. Now, I'm not critical of other people. I do believe that everything that the pastor says is supported by the Bible, unlike every other church that I have visited throughout my life.
We have Teresa from
every single thing me and OKL ever brought to you guys on this channel. We have delivered the actual scripture. And it's not only about women. We have went from modern women, Lilith Jezebels, we did self-improvement, we did fear, we did mind control verses, we did everything, bro. So we don't cherry pick over here on this end. You know what I mean? This is why they hate us. This is why they hate us.
From Southwest Philly. Teresa, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, we have Pastor Gino Jennings in here.
Yes, I was just listening on the radio, and I kind of really got offended about the way he's relaying that.
Yeah. Whoever benefit from the lie gonna always be offended by the truth. You offended because you benefit from the lie. You know what I mean? All those that benefit from the lie is gonna be offended by the truth. That's just what it is. We don't expect you to like the truth.
Women are prostitutes and whores the way they're dressed. My question is, what about the men? Because I was raised in Germantown, Huntington Park.
Here we go. This is their favorite deflection. What about the men? He's not talking about the men right now, sis. He's talking about you. He's trying to giving you all the game. Honestly, if he talked about the men, then the men would get all great and you wouldn't get shit. You wouldn't be able to fix yourself and get better. So if we talked about the men all day, you still to go fuck Pookie, and the men that we talk to would get better, you know what I mean? And you still be fucking Pookie. So you got, come on, help us help you, sis.
And yes, it's been all over. It's been back in the decades. But he's taking parts out the Bible to belittle women, and he's supposed to be a pastor. I would never attend his church because deep down, what about the...
And people be feeling like them and they little one lonely little support chip going wave of the world, way of what's gonna go down. Your little one little support, your little one little subscriber, you know what I mean? It's greatly appreciated, but do know it does nothing to the God movement. Bro, when we over here in the righteous fear get in God mode, it's nothing gonna stop us. We don't give a fuck if you unsubscribe, click off the video, click thumbs down. That shit ain't gonna work. No weapon formed against us gonna prosper. Cause we really believe, bro. We talk that shit and we walk that shit. Play with yourself.
The Catholic Church, the molestation, the men. What about the men? He ain't say nothing about the men. I don't want to cuss, but it's really making me offended the way he's talking about women and the way they're dressed and the way their lips and this and this and that. Why are you so worried about that? If you're trying to give the word, get the word and just worry about that.
Listen, sister, can I address what you just said? Because
Yes.
I don't disagree with you. I agree with you 100%. But again, it's just a segment of the message that's being played. But if you heard the entire message, I am addressing the men. In fact, I'm very adamant about the condition of our men. And some men say that I'm too harsh on them. Okay.
I think she meant stereotype.
And that's a whole fact, yo. Men come at me too, yo. Ladies, y'all be feeling like y'all, these simps be mad. Come on, man. We grew up hard and our mothers talked to us, and then you talk to us. We ain't gonna get the information. No, nigga, you ain't gonna get the information because you want to be a simp, nigga. You want to be a simp. And you ain't really got no value to meet some girl that's really gonna break your heart and have you want to fix yourself. That's their problem. That's their problem. A lot of these niggas don't really have no value. So they not even gonna be able to trick a woman into nothing. They gonna fuck with low value bitches and play less pretend with them. But even them low value bitches is not good enough to hurt your heart and make you want to self improve. That only come from fucking with a bitch you ain't have no business fucking with, and she showed you, and now you like, okay, I know what the fuck going on now. Happens to us all. It happens to the best of us. Happened to me.
Yeah. Pastor.
Yes, sir.
Were you always like this? You grew up, you said you grew up in North Philly.
Yeah.
You grew up in Honey Park.
Mm-hmm.
Were you always, this way?
Just straightforward?
No, not even this straightforward. Were you always, man of God, were you this strict to the Bible growing up?
I was raised up in a very disciplined home.
Okay.
Very down to earth home. 8 of us.
And now this simp boy trying to average him out. He trying to depict find a little wiggle room and try to, you know what I mean, guys? He trying to, how you say, he trying to dull his light a little bit. You know what I mean? He can't believe what the fuck he's hearing right now. He can't believe this man is so free. And I get that a lot on social media. Niggas be like, yo, you got a girl? You got a... Yeah, nigga. My girl ain't playing this control your nigga game like your bitch. You know what I mean? I get that a lot. Niggas want to depict your story or try to put word. They want to try to trip you up and see if you like really real in real life. Like, bro, stop playing with me, bro.
And a lot of people think love is just when you're passive. They have like a one-sided interpretation of love. When I was coming up, and my father took that.
That was it. He tried to discredit him. You know what I mean? When you discredit him, when you get him sounding like he don't know what he's talking about, then you can stick your little whirly talking points on there and pull all that gray area in there. This man has removed all gray area. He's clearly said no, yes. He's clear with what he's saying, and he's sticking to the word of the Bible. This is why you can't really play with niggas that stick to the word of the Bible, because our story don't shift. It's no inconsistent. You ain't gonna see me on the live talking this crazy shit and then catch me talking some other crazy shit on this live. No. I don't give a fuck what panel you see me on. I go there and I go with the word of God. Dead ass.
That's why I never, bro. That's why I never tried to argue with religion and politics, bro. You feel me? It's too much, and it just shouldn't be questioned. I don't question it. I stopped, bro. Ever since when I was younger, those are the two things where I just stopped trying to like debate about, because you're not gonna, when someone believes, bro, they're gonna stand firm on it. And the Bible has a lot of things in it that really can help people if you really put it into use. But people aren't using it. People aren't using it to better themselves. They're using that shit to manipulate other people, and it's just it's dishonoring, bro. You feel me?
And that's what it is. That's people is cherry picking. They picking the stuff that make them feel good, and then they dumping the rest. You gotta live it, and you gotta take in all of it. You gotta take in the stuff that, and you gotta read it for yourself. You know what I mean? I was one of those that thought that too, until I put my own face in it. You know what I mean? And it starts with understanding all of us not built for reading the King James version. You know what I mean? So don't let nobody tell you gotta read the King James version. Cause if that's the case, ain't nobody gonna fucking read the shit. Cause that shit is dumb, difficult, it's stupid looking, yo. I don't like the shit, bro. For real. You know what I mean, guys? Dead ass. You get you one English. For me, I use the ESV, and it's all say the same thing, bro. Don't let them fool you, bro. I told you what they really play with. What they really play with is this Black history and that U.S. history. Them books. Them books they play with. Those shits is movies. Those shits is movies in a book. The shit's not real. It's fantasy. But the Bible, there is no politics. There is no ifs, ands. The shit written is written in stone. You can read it. You can get somebody else to read it. It is what it is. That's what it say. You know what I mean? That's what it say. Too many people doing the opposite, losing for that shit not to be really real.
Belt and took it to my behind because I was hard-headed. I felt as though he didn't love me. But as I got older and understood the value of what it was doing, I understood that love have a broader scope. So when you tell people direct and what they may call rigid, right away they say you're not loving or you're not expressing the love of Christ. And I totally disagree with such.
Do you have any kids?
Oh, yes, I have 7. 4 boys and 3 girls.
Damn.
Here they go trying to emasculate them now. They always go, this is what they do, guys. You gotta peep what they do. When they wanted to weaken the women, what they did, they threatened the kids. They say, hey, you got kids, come snatch your kids. We're gonna kill your kids if you don't do this to the man. I mean, so they always use the kid line. What the fuck do him having kids got anything to do with him telling the truth? They do this to me, yo. They do this same playbook to me, bro. Yo, you got kids? Why? Why? You still a lousy single mother. If I'm single or not, whether I got kids or not, you's a lousy single mother. You still a lousy bitch.
What do your daughters think about what you say
There
about
you
women?
go.
Or do they agree with you?
There
Yes,
it
they
go.
do.
There we go. What do your daughters think about it? Yo, you like if they not gonna watch this video right here and watch you look like a dummy and sit here and laugh at you with me. A lot of you modern women that do this, y'all make very good learning material for my daughters. You know what I mean? We sit there, we go through the comments, we laugh, we, we come up with different topics, new videos to do. It's sad. It's sad, yo. And it be the older ones too. The ones that's supposed to be teaching these little ones up. Those who you supposed to be teaching, those who you supposed to be talking and I mean you ain't gotta learn in silence with those. Those who you supposed to be teaching. But yet y'all want to teach the man.
And they don't agree with me because I'm their father. I believe they should be an independent thinker. But I also don't want my daughters out here but walking the street with tights on and a halter, just so men can walk around or drive by and bump their horn at them and whistle at them.
So is it their fault or is it the men's fault for sexualizing them?
Here she go.
It is the nature of a man to be attracted to a woman who hardly has anything on.
Tights and a halter top?
Yes. Let's be real.
Look at her face, yo. Look at her face. Like, look how dumb they are. Like how, and they are most educated, but the most logical of things they can't fathom. Like,
so then I'm just trying to think, if I choose to dress today and have on a tights and a halter top and a man honks at me, it's my fault.
It's the fault of both. If you dress in a way, you don't believe that a woman can dress in a way that can lure a man to him?
That's just like saying if a woman puts on a tight dress, she deserves to get raped.
No, that is not saying that. But because regardless of what a person wear, they don't deserve to get raped. But at the same time, let me make this example.
Please.
There are some men that drive a very fashionable car and look a certain way. And sometimes that look attracts certain women.
Gotta. Go ahead, Gino. Proceed.
There are certain looks that a woman can have on that make her appear that attract certain men. That's just a fact. You go buy a car because you're attracted to the look, even if you don't know the engine, how it works.
But that doesn't mean that it's our fault.
So what's the proper dress for women?
They don't want no accountability for the dumb behavior that they display. Instead of fixing their behavior, they want the motherfucking Victim Olympic Award. They want the participation award for bad behavior. They want to be rewarded for bad behavior, bro. And if you don't
want power, bro. It's power, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's power. It's just like Jezebel, bro. She wanted power.
Exactly.
So she used everything of this world gave her, and used it against whoever she could to gain power. Her tongue, her body, her face, every goddamn thing.
And she was bold. And she was a bold little bitch.
With it.
This was a bold little bitch. She's standing up to Gino like, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care what you say. And this would have been one of them little, they would have pandered bed to this little junkie right here, yo. This little attention junkie. Because she ain't bad looking. And she got the little natural little fro going. But her mind is fucked up. Her mind fucked up, bro. She got the Lilith spirit.
I'm just saying from Pastor Jennings.
Well, never mind for me. From a biblical perspective, the biblical term is modesty. And modesty, when you're dressed modest, you're not half naked. The Bible says that the shame of your nakedness not appear.
Say if your daughter says, your daughter says they come home, they say, Daddy, they 3 days. I don't know how old your daughters are.
My oldest daughter is 27. My second one is 25. And my third one is about 20.
I can see.
Facts. You see his smile on his face? That's how you know. Where the dads at? Dads out here. Dads is in their kids' lives. And the ones that really get a chance to be in their kids' lives make warriors, make soldiers, boys and girls. Boys and girls. You know what I mean, guys? The truth and proof, y'all. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the chat. Y'all keep me motivated, man. Y'all keep me motivated.
You smile when it's like 19.
Hard for me to keep up with all my numbers.
Exactly. Your daughters come home, they say, Daddy, I just got straight A's in college, and I want to go see Rihanna or Beyonce go perform.
Yeah.
You give them the money to go to this concert. And, you know, sometimes Beyonce and Rihanna are dressed in certain ways that you may not agree with.
No, I would. I look at our young kids today. They use celebrities as examples. And they feel as though if I don't look like this celebrity, I'm not beautiful. What's wrong with the way God made you? What's wrong with the texture of your hair? What's wrong with the color of your hair? What's wrong with the shape of your lips? What's wrong with the complexion of your skin? You mean to tell me that God, who's all-knowing, who's infallible, and who's perfect in everything he does, he done made a mess in his creation? Beauty is something you don't buy in a carton.
And that's a fact. And this is why, sticking to the title and the thumbnail, alpha males, we can't mess with them. We can't build with them. We can't do nothing with them. We can't work with them. They not desirable to us. Now, I'm not saying y'all not desirable. I'm not saying y'all can't get a D appointment. Know what I mean? I'm just saying to an alpha male, to a man that knows his masculinity, and a true man, a man that know his masculinity also know his sensitive side. Know what I mean? Because true masculinity and true strength is knowing how gentle you can be. That's what y'all missing. Y'all want that man, but he's not emotionally available. So y'all gonna have to learn. This is where y'all fuck up at, cause your parents, your hell of a mother, who need everything instant gratification. She ain't teach y'all how to entertain yourself, how to keep yourself busy and not be in some shit with some girls on the side while your man is building the castle. You know what I mean? Or she didn't teach y'all how to encourage a man that may not have all of the pieces that he need together just yet. You know what I mean? She didn't teach her how to stick it out. Then when you add our society that's rush, 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 replace everything, replace, 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 y'all not sticking it out with y'all hero. Y'all not sticking it out with a dude. I didn't get like this overnight. You know what I mean? Rome wasn't built in a day. So your brothers is not gonna be able to build themselves in one fucking day. You know what I mean? But y'all gonna miss out on the boat, ladies. Y'all gonna miss out on the boat because the real niggas ain't going. Niggas is getting a passport. They getting out of here, bro. And you ain't gonna be able to shame them. Your little dirty ass sons that y'all raising not gonna be able to shame them. Y'all not gonna be able to shoot us up. Y'all not gonna be able to do nothing but die off. Your whole gene die off.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
honestly, bro, I respect the cats that are going overseas to find women who are a lot more modest in their ways and in their views of life. But no matter where you go in this world, bro, hoes will be there. You get what I'm saying? It's just here. Mainstream media has just they just put harlots. They put the whole house in front of the wholesome house, and it's just running rampant. Like you gotta understand. If we don't understand this, bro. Like when you go back in time, the harlot house was ran by a single woman who had nothing else to do, who was already ashamed and abused by some man and decided to never love again. And she took in all the stray aristocrats, who we call holes and all this whatnot, gave him a place to sleep and stay and to run rapid and make money by just having sex and inviting low quality men there to just spend their money. And it's just happening more and more and more now, bro. But it's like more modern now.
Yeah, the young girls know exactly what you're talking about because remember the little cartoon that what was that? Is that a Disney? Was that a Disney or was that a Warner Brothers? But you remember the Aristocats, the little three Chinese Siamese cats?
Yeah.
Yeah. They told that little racist ass story through them. The little Asian cats. It was they Siamese. They was Asian. So they was but them.
It was a whole group of them. It was a whole different. They just used the whole different types of ethnicities and cats. You feel me? And it showed, bro, that it was a whole bunch of like low value people, bro, trying to get away from what was normal and seemed right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you remember how I was talking about that book, that Thomas Sowell book? You feel me? And it's just, you see it more and more every single day. You got all these women and all these men who are trying to portray this false amount of power through the eyes of the world rather than on a higher level. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah. It's because the mothers they touch everybody first, man. It's crucial. They touch everybody first. So if you misinform the mothers, if you feed them with a bunch of misinformation, then you fucked, bro. You fucked. Man, woman, it don't matter. You fucked.
Like, I don't understand how women don't realize back in the day, bro, with men with power, bro, they think that just because they were getting the money that they had some kind of power. You were the concubine. All you were good for was for 9 months of bearing the seed, and then you were tossed back to the streets.
Shit's crazy, man. Shit's crazy. And then the average female will come to the space like this and be like, "Oh, these men just complaining. These men just complaining and they don't want to pay child support." You know the stupid shit that they say, but they don't understand how that shows that men care. Black men care about black women. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. It wouldn't be so many spaces worrying about what the black women are doing. That shows you our sisters. We want y'all to get better. Y'all need to get better. They sickened y'all. They sickened our sisters, bro. They
Stuck
fed
in
them
a
a
burning
bunch of
house, bro.
lies.
Stuck in the burning house, and these men, bro, majority of the men that I see that's telling you this shit, bro, it's just like they firefighters, bro, going in the burning house, taking in all this carbon monoxide, and all y'all doing is just going further and further in the goddamn burning house. Sooner or later, bro, they don't realize that a lot of men are losing oxygen, bro, and they just said, you know what, we can't save them, bro. That's where the passport brothers come from. These are brothers who are almost done with oxygen, and they said, you know what? Before I go in this burning house and die, I'm gonna go out here and find a woman that's not in the herd that much, and go settle down.
Right. Even in the red pill space, even in the guys that's not on pushing the passport message, we fuck with y'all. You can see it. Our message is tougher now. It's brutal now. Like it's like the more and more they play dumb, the brutal and brutal the message is. The message wasn't always brutal. Like the worse they get, the brutal the message. And it sucks for the good woman, but not really. Because I noticed a good woman find a lot of entertainment and value in what the fuck I say. They know exactly what I mean, bro. But let's get back to Gino, man. This is a damn good live. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe if you new here. You know what I mean? But this was a damn good one, yo. Okay, we having a good old Saturday night, y'all. Saturday night live, yo.
Beauty don't come at your house in Amazon. And beauty is not something you go to the store and buy in a jar. Beauty is not only outwardly, but beauty is also the conduct, how we conduct ourselves. So because, and again, on the flip side, you can have a person that go to church and dress modest and everything and be the worst devil walking. So I believe in both. I believe that if an individual going to be in church and represent Christ, I mean represent Christ. Some folks say, well, it's not outward. It's both. It's out and in. And if you look at the Bible actually deals with both, outside and inside. Imagine me a preacher and walking around smoking. Imagine me a preacher walking around flirting with women. Imagine me a bling bling preacher, rings on every finger and necklaces hanging around my neck. You would think I'm a pimp.
Now I can see you didn't have any rings on your finger.
No, I don't wear them.
Are you married?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
How long have you been married?
Look at these niggas sizing him up. Are y'all asking questions to listen to this man answer? Or do y'all already got a fucking question? Y'all rapid fire. Like, can you let this last answer settle and solve? Hey, you already sizing this man up. I see you ain't got a ring. Like, look, I see you got yours on though, nigga. Damn. I see you got your handcuff on, your ball and chain. Yes, sir, master. What time you gotta go home, bro?
I've been married now for 28 years.
Get it right.
And all of your same mom.
Oh yes. Oh yes. No, I don't have no children outside of me and my wife.
What do the women in ministry think about your word?
Different women have, in our ministry.
No.
That's like them. Then they go from the what do your daughters think to what does Mrs. Goodbread say about? And that's when I gotta go send them a link with Mrs. Goodbread telling them about themselves, and then it's crickets from there. Niggas block me. Next time I check, it be the motherfucking little warning sign, and nigga I be blocked. These motherfuckers hate the truth. They hate success. They hate love. They hate beauty. They hate everything holy, boy. They hate it. They hate it. They wasn't taught no better.
Just,
at large?
Women that are also ministers and pastors.
We'll get that question answered at 8:43.
All right.
It's 8:33. Keep it locked right here to the Quincy Harris Morning Show. Pastor Gino Jennings, he's not going anywhere. You want to talk to him, 215-515-3481. That's 215-515-3481. Keep it locked right here to the Quincy Harris Morning Show with Kate Fox on 100.3 WRMB. We have Pastor Gino Jennings here. If you've never heard of his church, he says some controversial things. He's looking at me like, no, it's not controversial. It is just the word of God. Let's take this is a clip from his sermon.
Okay.
On his wife out in the street looking like a prostitute. And you a holy woman who claim you's a Christian? Christian with skin tight pants. Going to some church with the shape of your birth canal exposed in public and cheese.
Look at the little feminist woman. Look at her moving, her body twitching, like her soul, her inner soul, the inner Jezebel spirit in her can't take it, yo. Like, it make her cringe, yo. Yo, that's what you gotta do. You know how you know you got a modern Lilith woman about to control and run down on your assets, right? Well, play my shit loud in the crib just for a hot 2 minutes and see, just watch her, just watch her. Just watch her. You're gonna see the devil. You're gonna see the shit flare up in her. That's how you know you got a modern woman, bro.
All up the backside of your behind. Carrying the body.
Woo, he must have really been looking if he saw those details.
Wow.
That's all you gonna say. All you can say is he must have really been looking, yo. This is the shit I be talking about, y'all.
Immediately cast judgment.
And drag the
Immediately
great
try to
area.
cast insinuation, bro. Dark psychology. Trying to insinuate that this man is out here actually all up in their guts, just viewing all up in their guts. Motherfucker, if you got this shit on and a man look at it, that don't mean that he all up in it. You just made it too damn easy to see.
That's a fact. Right, coming from the girl that don't know that spandex and what she said, spaghetti strap shirt is not provocative. Like, come on now. See what I mean? They always want to play in the gray area, yo.
Look, he just gave me.
Wow, this is very descriptive.
Hold on 1 second.
Birth canal.
Give us a call. 215-515-3481.
I'm not, first of all, I'm not a Christian. And I think everybody's upset with his tone and how he speaks. And I think we need to change anyway. Everybody wants the same old thing and everybody keeps making excuses. But come as you are, they keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. So I agree with you, brother. And I think that everybody...
That's a fact. It's time for a change, man. It's time for a change. I done sat back. I done watch all this fake shit going. I done watch niggas with no receipts, no proof, no nothing. Nothing that God would bless a leader of men with. Nothing. 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 So it's time, bro. I'm here. I'm here now. I'm here now. And I'm ready. I wasn't ready before, you know, nigga shy. But I'm here now. I'm ready. I'm bold. I'm just as bold as Jezebel, bitch. Let's go. Let's play. It's war games time too. Word. And I gotta catch war games tonight. You right, KDH. Soon as we gotta hurry the fuck up.
Everybody's just worried about his tone and how he's speaking. Like the brother said, review the whole thing. Don't just look at a little part of it. Review the whole speech. Go there and find out about it.
Got you. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for calling.
All right, yeah.
We have John from North Philly. John, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing wonderful, man. GDZ, aka Quincy Harris.
Morning.
What's going on?
Nothing's going on. I just want to commend you, first of all, for having Brother Gino on. A lot of people won't touch it. I mean, he's been going viral for 23 years. This ain't nothing new. His story is not changing. It's the same. It's the same. And he's been saying this for 20-something years. He's been going viral for 20-something years, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. The church is not.
Look at the simp man, yo. Look at the simp man. He ain't thought he was gonna hear this. He ain't think he was gonna hear this. He thought he was gonna hear a bunch of it was gonna be controversy. It was gonna be bitchified. He thought it was gonna be hair salon type shit going on in this studio today, this morning. No, sir. No, sir. God not having it.
So, I just go ahead.
No. What you gonna say?
I just commend Gino for just sticking to that script for all these years, because he's been getting ridiculed for all these years. He's been getting shut down for all these years, and his story is not changing. Our communities are getting worse and worse because these fly-by-night churches are getting people. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Yeah.
Facts, bro. Niggas try everything in their power to deter me from bringing this content to y'all and bringing this philosophy and bringing this concept to y'all. They tried everything. Niggas said that I couldn't tell y'all the truth. I had to fix my teeth. Niggas said I couldn't talk I sound like a third grader on phonics. You know what I mean? Niggas said everything. Yeah, I say too many, you know what I mean? Like, They tried to throw the whole book at me, bro. That shit ain't work, bro. That shit did not work. I am here. I'm here. Let's get it.
Ain't nothing changes. And I just love Geno Jennings. I just don't go there because I know it requires a lot of change. And that ain't right.
Okay, well, thank you for calling, John. Thank you for your.
I know a lot of dudes don't subscribe to my channel because they know I demand the truth. I fuck all that entertainment shit. I demand men be great. I demand niggas be alpha. God carved us in the image of him. He is the Alpha, Omega, and the Almighty, bro. Y'all know that we went over that verse already. Shit. The fucking intro today. Proverbs 7. That's ours. Fuck them 10 commandments. Our Father told us that. You know what I mean? That's his letter to us to survive in these streets. Warning from the adulterous woman and the wayward word woman, bro. That's his speech to us. Y'all worry about this Martin. I had a dream. Yeah, you keep dreaming. That's equivalent to that shit that y'all talk about. All right, guys. Proverbs 7. Get to know yourself. You are an alpha male, bro. He carved you in the image of him. Yes, our mother emasculate us, but you can get it back, bro. You can get it back, bro. You can get it back. Don't worry about her no more. You go on, do you. I got her. I take care of that hell of a bitch. You do you, though. You don't focus on that. Don't stay stagnant on your mother. I could do that. You know what I mean?
Honesty. We have Rosalie from North Philly. What's up, Rosalie?
Good morning, Kel. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? We have Pastor Jennings here.
Good morning. Yes, Pastor Jennings. You know what? I agree with Pastor Jennings because he told me his words are harsh, but you know how harsh hell is? You better get to know it.
Right.
I mean, even when I was a whore, before I was saved, I knew how to come to church dressed.
Okay.
Wait, what the fuck she said? I like a chick like that. Now, I like a chick like that. Now, see how the Holy Spirit just when a man is telling the truth, when a man is exuberating pure masculinity, it makes a real woman, feel so comfortable. She'll just be honest. And an honest woman is a growing, learning woman. That's a powerful woman. Just hear that again. She kept it honest. And look at the worldly folks who are hoes. Look at how the hoes try to play her. Look at how the hoes, though, try to play the honest woman. Yo, it's sad. This the society we live in, bro. But they don't want, they not hoes, they hoes in private, though. They don't want, like, these niggas is crazy, bro.
Yeah, what qualifies you for being a former whore? I think everybody in the No. What you gonna say?
I said I just commend Geno for just sticking to that script for all these years, because he's been getting ridiculed for all these years, he's been getting shut down for all these years, and his story is not changing. Our communities are getting worse and worse because these fly-by-night churches are getting
they so burning.
Ain't nothing changing. Ain't nothing changing. And I just
oh
love
God, look at their facial expressions,
I know it requires a lot of change. And that ain't right.
Okay, well, thank you for calling, John. Thank you for your honesty. We have Rosalie from North Philly. What's up, Rosalie?
Good morning, Kel. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? We have Pastor Jennings here.
Good morning. Yes, Pastor Jennings. You know what? I agree with Pastor Jennings because he told me his words are harsh, but you know how harsh hell is? You better get to know it. I mean, even when I was a whore, before I was saved, I knew how to come to church dressed.
Okay, what qualifies you for being a former whore? I think everybody.
I was a whore. I was in the street doing things that I shouldn't be doing, wearing things to get attention from men who meant me no good. But I would still stumble in the church. You know, for I know what the reason was, but once I got to church, and because I can't change it, only the Holy Spirit can change you. So if you go to a church and the Holy Spirit is not there, you will remain the same.
Man, yo. Yo, I had a couple people salute to Tamika Washington and Jessica Moore. They say, every time I come to your channel, I get the Holy Spirit. I said, man, shut up. You don't know what the Holy Spirit is. They was like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I get goosebumps and all that shit. Yo, that shit make me feel good. Yo, shit like that, comments like that. Like, really, y'all, the shit, man, it's y'all. Yo, it's y'all. It's y'all, son. I cannot lie to y'all. I cannot give y'all no bullshit because I know the bullshit that they be peddling to y'all. So I can't do that. You know what I mean? I take my time. I'll grow slow. You know what I mean? Niggas don't like the truth. So we gonna always stay an intimate, unique, small little bunch. But I'm okay with that, bro. I'm okay with that. Telling the whole truth, T. She's telling the whole truth. And that's how you gonna win for a woman like, you know what I mean? Man, that shit right there is like, man, that shit is honorable. Like, that shit make a black man want to protect you because you're not sitting there playing on our time and intelligence. Like, sister ready to build with somebody. I just hope she maintained her look. You know what I mean? I hope she maintained her look. Cause that would just crispy up her options, you know what I mean? She definitely gonna find somebody with a mindset like that, telling the truth like that.
So when you go to the hospital, you get well. So if the Holy Spirit is not in the place when you worship, you won't get well. So you need the Holy Spirit to change you, to make you not want to look like a whore or a harlot when you go to church. You want to present yourself to God, not to a man in the street, a trick in the street. You present yourself to God. So you dress accordingly. But the Holy Spirit can change you. Pastor needs to give harsh words to people. You know how harsh hell is going to be?
Gotcha. But thank you, Rosalie. And we're glad.
Yo, look at the hater, yo. Son, I read eyes and body language. My eyes been on her the whole time, yo. She ain't like that one bit. She ain't like that.
She just disturbed.
She disturbed.
She ready to say something, chest out, looking at him like, give me somebody who hate him.
Yeah, yo, she turned that head and shit like, oh, go on there with this bullshit. Can't make this shit up, guys, bro.
You're not a whore anymore.
No more. I used to be one.
Yep.
Believe that.
And now they're gonna play with her. Now they're gonna try to patronize her and shit and try to make some type of entertainment off of her highly educational piece right there. These niggas is sorry, bro. The world we live in is just sorry, yo. Sorry, where you can make a mockery out of God people. They sit there and call us crazy. They sit there and try to shame us and bash us like we don't know what the fuck we talking about. You know what? One of these days, yo, I'm gonna go silent on these bum ass niggas for a whole month, and I'm gonna just link privately with my Goodbreads, and the rest of the world that could have just got me for free, they gonna be missing out, b. Niggas take real shit for granted, yo. Niggas take real truth for granted, yo, and it sucks.
Morality. Bruh, the world itself has forgotten about morality and standards. That right there is the war. It's not a gender war. It's a war on morality and standards. Because through morality and standards, none of this can take place.
Facts.
You have shame. So many things come through morality and standards. You have shame. You have accountability. You have discipline. You have so many different things that you need to have in this world just to be a righteous person. And people are scared, bro.
Right,
People
and it's the terminologies too. Like you hear righteous and shit, so they relate everything to this religion, bro. Like guys, if y'all need to make your own words to do what we talking about right now, make your own language. You know what I mean? We just going off of stuff that you can relate to, so you know what we talking about. But if you need to make your own words, so verbiage, when you hear it, it don't strike your ear. Like I told you, prayer is really meditation. You know what I mean? Yoga, if you really want to break it down. You know what I mean?
But the Holy Spirit
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. We have Evie from Yaden. What's going on, Evie?
Hi, Mr. Harris. How are you?
Amazing. We have Pastor Gino Jennings here.
Yes, and I heard he was making a good morning, Pastor Jennings.
Good morning to you. Good morning.
Okay, now let me ask you this, if you don't mind.
Yes.
In the Bible, God states, "Come as you are," right?
No.
So
He said no, real quick. And she must not have been watching because they already tried to run down that playbook. You see how they all read from the playbook. It'll go back to what he said about the herd mindset. They have a herd mentality in the black community. You know what I mean? Similar to how you got the pack. Remember I told you, we went over this. We had the pack animals. You got those animals that know how to survive and thrive in the pack. Even if the motherfuckers don't like each other, they know how to team up and thrive in the pack. While thereas you got the herd animals, you know, the llamas and the gazelles, and these motherfuckers, they sit around, they eat, and then the lion dash at them, and what they do, they look, and then they all dip the same direction and shit, like they're all running. Now you see the lion just running, and that's the herd mentality that the black community have. When one person is doing this, then everybody doing it.
okay, I didn't cut you off. Wait a minute, please.
Yes,
show me respect, okay? Now, I'm just asking you, do you see, like, where I'm trying to go? If somebody has a pair of jeans and they don't have a dress, or somebody's pants is sag, okay, for instance, the inmate might just come home from prison when it comes to your church. They give him a brown inmate jacket, and they say, you know what, I want to get my soul saved. I've never been living right. I want to come to Christ. And that's all that man has to wear to church. And he comes up in your church, you're going to refuse and tell him he can't come here because he's just getting out of prison. No, you accept him as he is, because you don't know who you're passing by according to what you see in your eyesight. That's judgmental. And God didn't judge anyone.
First of all, we don't turn no one when they come to church, regardless of what they have on. And from that perspective, that's not even what I'm dealing with. That's not what I was dealing with even when I was teaching. What I'm dealing with is the way our women look today who already claim they're saved. We're not dealing with anyone who only have one piece of clothing to wear. The stage of the churches today, if you go into churches, regardless of practically any church, a Christian woman and a woman that's not saved are not supposed to look the same, act the same, be the same. The Bible speaks plain. If any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. Old things have passed away. So if old things have passed away, not only my character change, but my appearance should change. Explain to me, why would any decent woman want to walk the street with her breasts hanging out? Why is it all right to do? Why would any decent woman want to walk the streets with shorts so short, everything in the shorts is out the shorts? What is so decent about it? To have your 10-year-old daughter, your 12-year-old daughter, your 13-year-old daughter looking like a prostitute. What is so?
Why are you breathing heavy, sis?
Hey, yo, I'm glad you stopped her right now.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. K Fox, what's up, K Fox? Why are you breathing heavy, sis?
Hey, yo, just like the name say, Fox. Slick as fuck. She look
Sly
like
as a fox, boy.
She look like a little fox. Hey, yo.
Sick.
Hey, you know what it is, bro? It's just all in her mind. She's just looking at him like she wants to judge the shit out of him, bro. It's like, I bet right now, bro, after this interview, bro, she probably went home and tried to call everybody that probably know Gino and try to find some type of dirt on the man, bro. Cause right now, she look like, oh, this man think he God. He think he
that's what it is.
He think he all of this. And so much shit, so much finger pointing going on in her head right now.
Deflection. She can't get it. Like, you know, you ever trap a rat? She's about to jump. Like, she's keeping her composure. But if this was lower scale, she would have jumped already. She would have already attacked, bro. The cameras wasn't there. She would have already went disrespect mode, flew her handles. I want to give her, only credit I'm going to give her is I've never seen a modern woman control her emotions the way she's controlling it. She's wearing it, though. She's definitely wearing it, but she's controlling it.
She's still at her job. You know what I'm saying? when they at work, you feel me? They gonna keep that decorum because they got to keep the money going in. You know
That's
what I'm
a
saying?
fact. Good point.
They gotta keep boss happy. You can't jump out just like that. But I'm pretty sure if it was off the clock, it'd be a little different.
Oh, she a feminist? Yeah, it's over. It's all for her. She is not feeling this. The devil is a lie. The devil lied to you, sis. Look at her.
Decent about it. What is so decent about the women half naked in the club and you come into church and they look the same way on the choir, on the playing the instruments, being ushers? What is so decent about it? You mean to tell me we're living in a society that's upset with me because I'm encouraging our women to put clothes on?
Word.
That's the height of ignorance.
A lot of women are calling in and they're mad because they're like, you're only going at, and I know you talked about this earlier.
Yo, before the simple forces say it, because you know they about whenever you destroy the woman narrative that crazy, right? There's only two ways this conversation is gonna go, guys. Y'all know which way it's about to go. Y'all know which way. It's only two ways, right? I'm gonna say one, and then y'all put the other one in the chat, right? They either gonna go white man or whichever one, guys. Put it in the chat, guys. Put it in the chat. Which way is they going? Because he shut the modern woman narrative down. So that only leaves two other directions for this conversations to go. Who they fitting to blame it on now, guys? Who they fitting to blame it on? I'll give y'all a second. Y'all know they finna blame it on man. They finna blame it on the black man. You know what I mean? That's the only two ways they gonna go. Either they gonna try to blame it on the white man or they gonna blame it on the black man. But anyway you go, a man gonna get it. A man go. And I want y'all to check this hot shit out. It's gonna be at the hands of a black man. Peep how the way it worked. Remember, Lucifer taught Lilith how to be an asshole. Lucifer taught Lilith how to be a dummy. Because his jealousy and the original first sin and betrayal. Let's get it.
You touched it earlier. What do the men? What do you say about the men and their parents and how they act?
I am very adamant about the men when it comes down to respecting the women. We believe that the man should respect the woman. Do not verbally abuse the woman. Don't by any means beat the woman. You can't even stay in our church if you're physically beating your woman. We believe that you should be arrested and you should be locked up. If you're gonna have a child by a woman, have enough decency to.
Now he gotta waste time speaking about the men, which I said it already. The men fitting to get good with all of the shit he's fitting to say right now. Cause the men, you can tell a man, yo, your feet stink, nigga, jump in the shower, nigga gonna get up and jump in the shower, might laugh with you. You tell a bit, oh, you shaming me, you bashing me, body positivity. So for years in our society, men have been able to take criticism and get better before women. So you're not gonna tell me that these women is worth our time and for us to put them on any type of pedestal. Remove God from our pedestal and to put one of these raggedy bitches, that's stupid, bro. And I know taught you how to be stupid, but I just told you don't gotta remain that. You don't gotta listen to her. You know what I mean? You can love your mother, hug your mother, kiss your mother, but don't listen to her. Can't no old people teach you anything but how to be a nice asshole and how to get taken advantage of, all right? And that's if they were a nice person. Imagine if they're not a nice person, then they can't even teach you that. Let's get it.
To take care of the child. Most of our young men today, they're making babies, but it's not even in them. It's not. They act like it's not even in their character to take care of what they have. So a lot of these women are what? They are single mothers, and they have become mother and father, and yet these type of men, many of them, still go to church, and these type of issues are not being addressed. Period. So no, we encourage our brothers, by all means, don't be out here with your pants hanging down, showing your drawers.
And y'all know me. Can't no chick try to play me or talk about, oh, you don't talk about the men. Bitch, use a dummy then. You didn't watch that video. You know what I mean? Abracadabra, you caught another video about me talking about your behavior. Because we talk about everybody over here. The righteous fear, We don't play those money grab games where you keep the men feeling sorry for themselves so that they could cash app you, and you keep them as victims and you stop teaching them and shit. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. Yeah, I react. I do my reactions. I let y'all inform y'all, and then I always give y'all the biblical verse that'll show you how to fix it. And you choose to go left or right. You know what I mean, that's on you. But my job done. I delivered the news.
We're living in a society where this is so normal to see grown men. Hey, man, when I came up, man, our pants was up. Our underwear, that's why it's called underwear. They should be under your clothes, not advertised.
Gotcha. We have Kay. I know, Kay, you have a couple questions before the break.
Well, I just had a comment about verbal abuse. Calling women whores and prostitutes at the pulpit is a form of verbal abuse. I would just like to say that if you did not know. But what are your female clergies? What do they think about your?
So how you gonna throw that allegation out there and then jump off of that? Like, you just had to throw a point out there and not get it destroyed. And now you're trying to move over real quick so that you can still have your point out there just floating. You know what I mean? It's wicked, yo.
Remarks about women.
The women, I have mixed reaction internationally. There's a lot of women that agrees that, yeah, well, he's calling a spade a spade. But you have...
Or degrading. Do women find your remarks degrading?
Oh, yes, some find it degrading.
How about you, Kay? Do you find his remarks?
It really doesn't...
yes.
Well, my opinion would be, I don't want it to, degrade you or seem anything.
There she goes. Now he just see how the little simp enforcer. Now he getting to what he really wanted to get to from the beginning, where he wanted to pair these two off and face off each other. You know what I mean? He threw the alley oop in there. Now she gonna sit there and try and be condescending, because just you see this what the sister. This is where the sisters go wrong in communication, because they run around here talking about communication is key. But they forget you got to, in order to communicate, you get to tell me all that bullshit you've been thinking about, and I got to listen. But then, sis, I get to tell you how I feel, and you got to listen. That's communication. You know what I mean?
That's when it started to hurt.
Right.
That would offend you, but I don't care what he thinks. So it doesn't matter to me.
Well, see, I respect that. She don't care what I think. Well, let me ask a question. Do you have a daughter?
I do not.
You don't have a daughter?
But my grandmother, may she rest in peace, she actually led the women in ministry.
She looked like she had like 9 abortions, B. She got the attitude of a bitch that had 9 abortions, yo. Word up. Do good too. Don't bring no kids in this world if you're gonna fixate them with that mindset, bro.
Lillian Spider Webb.
Okay. If you had a daughter, would you rather have your daughter walking the street half naked with her breast hanging out?
Of course not. I mean, I'm a woman of certain morals and values, so I know how to dress. I know when is appropriate, what not to do. But I think that if you're going to judge a woman and she's at your church and she decides to go there, and then you're criticizing her and demeaning her, that's not a form of helping someone.
Basically, I totally disagree. Criticism, there's constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism is one thing, but to criticize and demean is different.
Well, if you calling an individual by what they project to be, how is that demeaning? That is not demeaning.
By how they dress? How do you know what they are on the inside?
No, basically, I am not saying that they are a whore because of the way they dress. I'm talking about it is the appearance. If I came in here, let me make it a good example.
Okay.
Again, if I came in here and rings on every finger like the bling bling preachers and had my hair processed hanging down, and this loud blood red suit and purple shoes and an apricot shirt,
we would judge you.
Bright yellow tie. Would you really believe I'm a man of God, or would you believe I'm just a straight up pimp and just went in church business to pimp?
I think you're a pimp.
Exactly.
Let me ask you something, because we have B-Expo coming up next Saturday. I hope you can come. It's $15. I mean, I think you have that money. Tickets, you can get them at rnbphilly.com. We have Albie Shore, Christopher Williams, Dougie Fresh, Roland Martin, Ernest Pugh, and we have Erica Campbell.
Bro, I wouldn't go nowhere with you, bro. Quincy Harris, fair use. I wouldn't go nowhere with you, bro. You crazy? You's a setup, bro. You a setup waiting to happen, bro. You invited me up here to hurt this girl's feelings, bro. I would not go nowhere with your ass, bro.
Campbell's on our sister station, Praise 107.9. She does mornings as well. And she, she's a gospel singer from Mary. And she dresses like this. Do you have a problem the way Erica Campbell, a woman of the Lord, dresses?
Well, if I didn't know that she said she was a Christian, by looking at her clothes, hugging her body, I wouldn't think so.
I saw how closely you were staring at that picture as well.
I wouldn't think she's a Christian at all. If a woman is modest, she's not dressing in a manner that appears to be sexual, like she's drawing sexual attention to herself. A woman's body is sacred. The Bible speaks plain. Your body is the temple of the living God. And if our body, whether we are man or woman, if our body is a temple for the living God, then we should conduct our body in that manner. And when we walk in the public and people look at us, our women should not be on display. If you look at advertisement, what do they show you to get the product first? A female. To buy a soda, you got a female in a bathing suit. To get a car, you get a female in the bathing suit. Our women have been displayed as looking at a sex object. So therefore, when they buy things, they think it make it look sexy. Listen, God made you to be beautiful, and you don't have to go to Walmart to buy it.
Speaking of beautiful, we have the B Expo.
And that's a whole fact, my young ladies and my older sisters. Come on now, God ain't make nothing. God made you. God ain't make nothing imperfect, man. You alright. You ain't perfect, but He didn't make you imperfect.
It's going down. This is just it's a lot. We have to, curve this conversation right here. We can continue the conversation on QHM show. But speaking of the Expo, hopefully you'll come.
You say it's next week.
It's next Saturday.
Next Saturday, I will be out of town.
Well, have your body call or your congregation come out, because we'll have Roland Martin, we'll have Erica Campbell, who you are a fan of now, Dougie Fresh, Kendra the Family Soul. Actually, we want to give out tickets right now. Call it up and take this call, 215-515-3481. We want to thank you for coming by.
Thank you
today.
for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Gino Jennings. And where's your church located?
Our church is 5105 North 5th Street, right on the corner of 5th and that.
But if you're in Jamaica, how many do you have in Jamaica?
Close to 12 to 15 churches throughout Jamaica.
Wow.
You have, okay, we'll talk about this. Maybe use that vacation home without it. Thank you, Pastor Jennings, for coming to the Quincy Harris Morning Show with K Fox. It is 8:57. We're still
And that's our show for you guys tonight, man. It was a good one, man. We made it, yo. Fellas, y'all still here with me, man? Y'all still here? My fellas they must have went to go do something, went to check on something. But guys, yo, it's been real, man. It's been real. Y'all see it. I gave y'all the proof. This is why alpha males refuse to date black women and single mothers, and you could throw modern women in with that. You know what I mean? You could throw the whole modern woman in with that, bro. We refuse to date Lilith, Jezebel. We're not messing with it. You can't build with them, guys. Can't work with them. You can't teach them. You know what I mean? And anything you can't teach, you can't protect. So if you can't protect them, then they're a liability. They're not an asset to you. You know what I mean? These are not our women anymore. And it don't got nothing to do with the crayons, because they play the crayons game. It don't got nothing to do with the fact that she's black. It got more so to do with the fact of what they turned themselves into. Because a black woman is something that God created. These bitches is not what God created. They turned themselves into something else due to bad parenting, bad programming, guys. All right? So y'all already know, man. It's Dolo Solo. It's Dolo Solo. Do for self, guys. Put God first. Put yourself first. Men are the prize, man. Men are the prize. Man, you want to give me the close out, my guy? You want to give me your last words for the stream, man? Some motivation for them to go home with, man.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming out.
Nah, man, I appreciate you having me on here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's, OKL TV hit me up and he was like, yo, he was like, y'all finna do something nice. So I was like, I'm gonna step in. I just went downstairs because my old lady just made me some sandwiches. I'm like, yeah. So I don't really got much to say. All I got to say is it's evil to live backwards. I'm going to keep pushing that, bro. I'm going to keep pushing that, bro. Because a lot of people don't realize it. You know what I mean? And I appreciate the work that you're doing. If nobody don't tell you that, bro, remember that. Feel me?
Thank you,
what you're saying on many levels needs to be heard. And it's a shame that you don't really get the light that should be. You feel me? And I just hope one day some people just open their ears and open their mind before it's too late. And a soul like yours, bro, don't get the attention that it should. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people doing the same thing you're doing, but they're doing it in small groups. And I see them all the time. And it's a good thing to know that there's still people out here, but they have a good heart, a good, true heart. You know what I mean? They want to see people do the best and bring out the best for sure. So with that, man, everybody, y'all make sure that y'all give this man his flowers while he's still alive and while he's still able to do what he's doing right now. Because I know a lot of people who try to do this and they don't get their flowers, bro. So salute to you.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that spill. You know what I mean? I know he had to step out real quick. So we're gonna end it off at that. Y'all guys know my motto: wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly, guys. Do not play with your life. Yo, my guy, definitely. Oh shit, man, you ain't saying nothing but a word, man. You know I got the Henny on the you know I got the Henny on deck, man. I ain't finished that bottle from yesterday. Hell no. Hell no. But yeah, man. Yo,
for the month, man.
Yo, we got a link for tomorrow live, man. You know, I'm a worker, so I mean what I said, man. We could do that. We could chop it up and do something with the good woman in the Bible. Also, I could actually try to bring some women on. I could see what Sister George is doing and see if I could get Sister George on over here. You know what I mean? And
man, let's set it up, bro. Let's set it up.
I bet.
Tomorrow, I don't work on Sundays. I'm off tomorrow.
I bet. So it's gonna probably be a little bit earlier because I know I got a little 8 o'clock podcast to do on one of my other channels. So it'll be a little earlier, probably like 5:30ish. You know what I mean? But I'll definitely be in contact with you through OKL until we get the numbers transferred and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, yeah. No problem.
Oh, okay, you back. Okay, close the show, bro.
Yeah, my bad. I had to go. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's your boy OKL. Coming back at y'all again. Y'all hit that like button. Goodbread, thank you for having me on. Y'all know what time it is. Again, like I said, we're coming back at y'all with nothing but content. Stay tuned, and we will be back at y'all again.
That's a fact, guys. Oh, and before I forget, I just want to give a shout out again to the Cash Appers. Sophia, salute to Sophia for the Cash App. Salute to my girl Jaylen Breeze.
Okay.
Salute to Down South Yella. Salute to XL Pro. And it was one more. Damn, yo. Fuck. I can't see the name right from here. It's one more, but you know who you are, yo, and you the motherfucking greatest, yo. Salute to you, man, and I'll shout you out tomorrow. I'll shout you out tomorrow, man. You already know, man. I appreciate y'all.
No doubt.
You are not niggers. You are not coons. You may smoke reef and drink wine and do crazy, wicked things, but you are not a wicked person by nature. You have lent yourself to wickedness, but you are a divine creature that must now come into the knowledge and power of your own divinity. And no preacher can resurrect you into into your divinity. It takes God himself to bring you into your own divine nature. So we're not dealing with prophets. We have walked out of prophet teaching. This is the time and the presence of God. So I don't talk about God will come. God is already here. And he's working in me to resurrect you to your divine nature.